my dear sister and gracious host, Excellencies, my fellow First Ladies of Africa, my beautiful sisters in leadership, Senator Dr. Rachel Kelesh, CEO of my foundation, Professor Dr. Frank Stangenberg, Havington, Chairman of the My Foundation Board of Trustees, Honorable Ministers, My Foundation partners, alumni, and I will be highly content if I don't recognize my own ambassador from the Republic of Liberia, Speaker, and his darling wife, Her Excellency, Mrs. Fatoumata Barbaro, First Lady of the Gambia, my dear sister and gracious host, Excellencies, my fellow First Ladies of Africa, my beautiful sisters in leadership, Senator Dr. Rachel Kelesh, CEO of my foundation, Professor Dr. Frank Stangenberg, Havington, Chairman of the My Foundation Board of Trustees, Honorable Ministers, My Foundation partners, alumni, and I will be highly content if I don't recognize my own ambassador from the Republic of Liberia to Gambia and Senegal. Just wave to me, Ambassador, as well as my consular. Please wave to me. It's a pleasure having you to back me here. What a sacred joy it is to stand here in the Gambia, a land rich with history, resilience, and unity. I bring you warm greetings from the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Jomo Boakai Sr., my beloved husband. And from the land of liberty, Liberia, the country that single-handedly fought for over a century for African independence. I'm also honored to serve as a guest of honor at this historic 12th edition of My Foundation Africa-Asia Luminary. This is a unique gathering, a cathedral of compassion where women who nurture nations meet, transcending the titles of politician wives, but as purpose-driven mothers of Africa. Let it be known, we are not here for a ceremony. We are here because we know this truth. If women are the backbone of society, then First Ladies must be the moral span of leadership. In a continent rising, let it be said, the First Ladies here today, in the year 2025, did more than witness the change. We became its very expression. To Dr. Rachel, the visionary fire starter, and Prof. Frank, the steady lighthouse of wisdom, thank you for birthing this global platform. The My Foundation surpasses a foundation, really. It is the fountain of transformation across our beloved continent. It is a movement. It is a mission. I must sincerely admit that you have walked with us assiduously into ministries, hospitals, communities, schools, and the silent corners where stigma hides.
That it will be done in record time. Yeah, so DN News. Yeah, so Chairman, my name is Aaron Kuba from DN News Liberia. We are here based on the situation that occurred following the headquarters. And with that, there were legal issues in terms of land ownership or so. There are thousands of citizens out there who will want to be assured as it relates to the acquisition of this new property. How did you get it? And what's the arrangement? Is it like the party or the committee bought this new land, or it is lease or rental whatsoever?
Okay, so it is a purchase, but there are certain things, because this is a briefing on the date and time of the occasion, there are certain things I will not be able to divulge to you because that is solely within the purview of the standard bearer. It was
The Mike Foundation's impact is visible and revolutionary. One, in the past, 52 Liberian doctors have received Mike Foundation scholarships in critically underdeserved fields. These specialized degrees are lifesavers to communities. Two, in addition, 71 new scholarships are being processed, and the vetted candidates are preparing to join this journey. I say this without any hesitation. Some of these professionals are the first in our country in their field. The grandeur of all that I would not stop mentioning and boasting about is that our Minister of Health of the Republic of Liberia herself and other key leaders in the Ministry of Health in Liberia are proud Merck Foundation alumni. A demonstration of what happens when investment meets integrity. In my Liberian vernacular, I say, thank you plenty, Mark. You have gone above and beyond to train individuals and plan institutions within people. Additionally, through our Educating Learner program, my foundation and my office are supporting the education of 40 brilliant but disadvantaged girls, 20 from previous years and 20 more recently added. I believe these are scholarships and tickets to dignity, votes of confidence, and shield against poverty. In this note, I have learned that health is born first in the home, shaped by mindsets, and strengthened by the messages people consume long before it reaches the hospital. That is why we have fully embraced the Merck Foundation's creative campaigns, from songs and films to media training, children's storybooks, and fashion that tells of healing and hope.
Like I told you the last time, this is a new semester again. I think that this is my passion. All of the things I acquired educationally as it relates to my profession started from the University of Liberia. And moreover, University of Liberia even supported me under the World Bank program to go to Michigan and also end up getting my second master's from Grand Canyon University in Arizona. What this impact the university has made on me, I need to reciprocate. So in this endeavor, I have taken as a responsibility to make sure I give back to my alma mater.
Is it on a pro bono basis?
Definitely on a pro bono.
So what are you lecturing on today?
I just started with cost accounting, but now I'm doing budgeting, government budgeting.
It comes at a time when the government
is
discussing the budget.
So I can acquaint myself with the theoretical aspect. Though that's something I already know very well. So I just want to go and refresh myself with the these are my fun time. I take it as a fun because I enjoy the passion of teaching, and I just feel I should have to continue.
Honorable Speaker,
this is a history making. The first publication we did when you came into the classroom, people tried to doubt it, but now it's a reality set in that you are the first speaker to lecture at the University of Liberia. What's the feeling?
Everything somebody just gotta be the first. So I just setting the pace for other people in government that have this profession to come and contribute to our university. We lack professors here, qualified ones, and we need to come in to help us build up the University of Liberia.
The director, our indefatigable managing director that is turning the lights on in Liberia, colleagues, leaders of IFC, Friends of Liberia, colleagues from SCATEC, on behalf of President Joseph Newman Boakai and the government and people of Liberia, let me extend our greatest thanks and appreciation to SCATEC and our team at the Liberia Electricity Corporation, and to the sector leader, Honorable Weekie and his team, and my team at the Ministry of Finance. We've worked collaboratively over the years to make this day happen. President Weekie was inaugurated on the 22nd of January 2024, and one of the sayings that he loves is that he didn't come to curse the darkness, but he came to power to light the candle. And every day in Liberia, whether it's through road expansion, what we're doing in hospitals, drugs, education, where we'll soon be launching the construction of 100 schools across the country, the fiscal sector, where we are improving the plight of civil servants every year, making sure that they get paid on time, and topping up salaries as the budget expands. And he's lighting the candle. Some of the candles he's lighting are small candles, some are big candles. But today we're not just lighting candle, but we're lighting the light. It's not just candles. Energy is so critical for the delivery of our development agenda. We have a huge development agenda called the Arrest Agenda for Inclusive Development, 5-year development agenda that has key sectors. Beyond this, we in Liberia, working with the World Bank and the African Development Bank, have put together the Liberia Energy Compact. President Weekie joined colleagues from the World Bank leaders and ADB leaders in Tanzania, where we concluded or we signed our compact. And one of the main goals is to increase access to electricity to nothing less than 75% in the next 5 years.
So for our communications, then it will be for the public. I see. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me take a view up here. I'm saying presidents, former presidents, and also up here at the back of you on your wall. But I'm not saying the president of the Republic of Liberia, Joseph Yoman Boakai, and I'm also saying the former speaker of Funanti Kofa, and I'm not saying the current speaker Richard Kool, and I'm saying former President George Manawiya, former President Eddie Johnson, Charles Taylor, Samuel Kando, Gaddafi, and also Ibrahim Touré of Burkina Faso, and not Joseph Boakai. Why?
I don't regard him as president of this country. Joseph Boakai is an embarrassment. I can never put this is my office. He's the
president of the Republic.
No, he's not. He has become an embarrassment, a corrupt 85-year-old crook of this.
That is ambitious, but President Weekie and the team are ambitious. Our duty is to stretch ourselves to the limit, working with partners like you to achieve, not just achieve that target, but to surpass the target. And from what I see happening, the pace of energy, thanks to my colleague, Sharif and the team, who have come with renewed energy, I think that we will surpass the target. It is not just generation in terms of hydroelectric or rehabilitation, but the private sector. Oftentimes we talk private sector, but this government is walking the talk. This agreement with SkyTech that brings home 23.7 megawatts of power to the power sector is a good signal to the private sector. We need more. We need more, not just in the power sector, We need more private sector engagement, investment in Liberia. The opportunities are huge. Liberia is on the way forward. So let me say thanks to all of you. As a Ministry of Finance, our job is to backstop our line ministries and agencies and our executing agencies like the Liberia Electricity Corporation. From us, all you can be assured of is cooperation, support, and coordination. So, Mr. MD,
Yes, sir.
Please continue to do what you're doing. Every day, our people are getting happy across the country. It's not just through what we're doing through SkyTech. I think just this morning I saw a post of our citizens in Cestus, Riverside County. They are happy that we're turning the lights on in Cestus. We are happy that we are turning the lights on in Barclayville. We are happy that soon is turning the light on in Greenville. It's not just a Monrovia-centric development, but it's a development that is focused across the country. So,
we are dismantling stigma, silencing shame, and elevating empathy. And and allow me to say this loudly, infertility is not a woman's fault. Mental illness is not a taboo. Addiction is not a death sentence. And every girl has the right to dream beyond her circumstances. Excellencies, as you have inspired me through your electrifying speeches, presentations, and work in your various countries, I return to Liberia determined to do more. In July of this year, we launched a $3 million multi-purpose village, a sanctuary of healing designed for mothers battling stigma, youth overcoming addiction, and children living with autism. It is no ordinary village. It is a place of transformation in Africa's oldest republic, the cradle of Pan-African hope. Liberia is ready, and we invite you to stand with us. I'm convinced that Liberia's journey with Merck is only beginning, and I believe it is Africa's turn to lead, not by invitation, but by innovation, rooted in compassion. Let me remind you, or remind all of us, of an African proverb, which states, the roots are deep. There is no reason to fear the wind. We are the roots, and our children must not fear the winds of poverty, stigma, or lack. We must be the shelter, the soil, and the sun. Only then will Africa rise with our daughters, leading with wisdom, with will, and with wombs full of wisdom. Once upon a time, there was a piece of clay in the hands of the potter. It feared the heat. It dreaded the fire. But the potter said, without the furnace, you will forever remain fragile. So the clay endured the fire and came out strong, a vessel fit for service. So too, we are the women of Africa, especially first ladies. I repeat, especially first ladies. Refined not by ease or by fire. And now we pour healing into nations. And my foundation has been a fire that helped shape us, not to burn, but to build. My sisters, we are more than first ladies. We are the first responders to suffering, the first believers in potential, and the first defenders of dignity. Let us not live here with handshakes alone, photo ops, or adoration in beautiful attire and cute smiles. Let us live for commitments carved into policy, utilizing new knowledge learned from others, programs shaped by data, reflections applied in practice, and love sealed in nation. To my foundation, I say thank you for making us stronger. To my sisters, I say, let us go home and multiply this movement. To the world, I say, watch Africa rise, led by women, lifted by mothers, and fueled by faith.
We need to power the country. If we power the country, we'll make it easier for business. One of the biggest constraints to business and one of the biggest factors that is cited by business people to be the reason why they fail is huge cost of power or sometimes inadequate supply of power. So by doing this, we are making businesses more profitable, and we are giving jobs because businesses getting profitable, we expand, we give jobs, we give hopes. We're doing it simultaneously. We're probably doing the road sector, connecting our country, making it easier for people to move. Everything is happening at the same time. So again, on behalf of the president, thank you for this. This ceremony makes us happy. It makes us happy because it makes the ordinary Liberian happy. We are on track to actualizing the intentions of the AID and meeting the target of the Liberia Energy Company. So thank you, and that we look forward to more. Thank you. But today we're not just lighting candle, but we're lighting the light. It's not just candles. Energy is so critical for the delivery of our development agenda. We have a huge development.
I think that the last time, this is a new semester again. I think that this is my passion. All of the things I acquired educationally as it relates to my profession started from the University of Liberia. And more University of Liberia even supported me under the World Bank program to go to Michigan and also end up getting my second master's from Grand Canyon University in Arizona. What this impact the university has made on me, I need to reciprocate. So in this endeavor, I have taken as a responsibility to make sure I give back to my alma mater.
Is it on a pro bono basis?
Definitely on a pro bono.
So what are you lecturing on today? I just started with cost accounting, but now I'm doing budgeting, government budgeting. It comes at a time.
I'm going to start it now. So the authority in Galilee, you said you were threatening us. He fought hard to become speaker just to put picture up from place to place. You think we have for that thing on? He can't talk about when I play this out. That place is living room.
You seem to be afraid of the statement of the speaker.
I'm afraid of what statement? The men are wrong. I'll be afraid of road statement.
The speaker was very but are you lawmaker down? You're not talking outside the house.
The Nim Yaga can never be tied down. The Nim Yaga can never be tied down. This place is not my place. It's not my living room. And that is why I say inside there. I spoke on English and somebody wanted to corrupt me. I say you know all the English you are attending and you just sit and they play corrupt. And I'm that cook that call itself really could say take it back. I maintain my statement. I can never take it back.
Are you saying your colleagues are corrupt? And this is the same thing the speaker said.
I stand by my statement. The statement made.
They are concerned about castigating the house outside the session.
They hold someone that got good character. If we talk about castigation. They hold there somewhere. They hold that become an embarrassment to the Liberian people. My statement made inside there that lawmakers are corrupt. I stay my it. I can never reverse it. And now I wonder what I should reverse it so I can reverse it. We need a put money.
The speaker said there are 17 members who can take action against you.
Let them go ahead.
Let
them go ahead.
When you continue this,
if I will be expelled for saying that Joseph Boakai took the Supreme Court, $10 million. He has become an embarrassment of growth to go build property in Lofa. Then we have challenged him.
Have you received your
I have not. I have not received the number 1050,000. And the port. That's the reason why we're calling for executive to know what happened to the port development money. Then that man can't talk about that man that call himself presiding.
Are you lawmaker? You're not talking outside the house.
The name Yaga can never be tied down. The name Yaga can never be tied down. This place is not my place. It's not my living room. And that is why I say inside there. I spoke on English and somebody wanted to corrupt me. I say you know all the English right.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to this edition of the People's Program, your breakfast info component program. On this wonderful Thursday morning happens to be the 16th day, and today, you know, is World Food Day. Yeah, trying to end hunger and all of these things celebrated by, you know, the World Food Organization and whatever, World Food Federation, whatever it is. But it's good to be back again on your favorite breakfast info companion program, the morning round on Kool 91.9, Kool Radio Online, Kid News, Kool YouTube channel, and all of these Hotlines bring you all of the training events in Liberia and other parts of the world based on what we discussed or what unfolded. But it's good to be back. Based on your timeline, we say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We serve you palatable breakfast from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. We rumble through issues confronting the motherland and that of other parts of the land. I'm Weekie Brooks, and I suffer no identity crisis. Sakamdu was a man who controls the sign and the video this morning. So whatever you're watching us from across the world, trust me, you can leave a comment. You also have the time to phone in at the appropriate time from whatever you are. But this is where we walk the walk and talk the talk, and as usual have to shift the paradigm of our democracy, trying to make it better without fear, without favor. I'd like to welcome you to our talking segments this morning. Sit back, relax, listen, and listen with comprehension that when the time is afforded you, you will have to speak to inform mind or discussion that because you have sat and listened properly and will be weighing in as we talk about some critical national issues. Without further ado, I'd like to say here, you're welcome. Have a wonderful time together this morning. The sheriff is in time. The new sheriff is in time. The lone sheriff is in time.
They play corrupt, and that crook that calls itself really could say take it back. I'm maintaining my statement. I can never take it back.
Are you saying your colleagues are corrupt? And this is the same thing the speaker said.
I stand by my statement. The statement made.
They are concerned about castigating the house.
It's a wonderful day, and also while you are there, you have the chance. You know, the weekend when the fast approaches, you need some cash, so you have the chance to play the Kool Cash Radio Entertainment giveaway. You know, you play multiple times. Don't forget Saturday, somebody walking away with a brand new bag again. But we're seeing folks who have won cell phones, they've been walking in, picking up, and folks who have won cash. So you could be just one of the luckiest winners and pick up something that will start your weekend before the weekend starts. $4,000 So you need to just go and play by that. *799*11#. $100 Liberian dollar or 70 cents US. So you want to play 2 times. You put 2, that 200. You put 3, that 300. You put 4, that 400. And you play multiple times, and you have the chance to win something. You do that, I'll call you and you thank me later because you will certainly win something. Or you just use the short code by that *799*11#. And you just go there, the option right there. But trust me, you can keep playing this morning and you will win something for yourself. But let's move into something. You know, our lawmakers have returned from their constituency break, wanting to pay attention to some of the matters for our country, Liberia. But you know, some of the lawmakers, there are a couple of bills and some other legal issues, man, they have put before the floor. But in the wisdom of the president, so President Weekie the president has vetoed 12 bills, which in his communication he has stated lack legal and infrastructure gaps. So these bills, no way he can sign. But it became so shocking to a lot of folks. But these bills are bills, most of them from sitting lawmakers. And that's why we have always said when the executive submit, it's always good to do the due diligence for the Liberian people. Forget about the cash that comes with it. Oh, let's just pass it, because some of the bills you pass in the law today, you don't even know how it's working. You have not taken your time to evaluate the effect, whether in the positive direction or the negative direction. But all you know that it builds, you pass into law, just that a law. Who monitoring? What's the oversight? Are these laws active and taking effect, or we just pass it because it came from the executive? Now, so President Joseph Boakai, he has vetoed 12 bills recently passed by the House of Representatives. And in his wisdom, the president said he was citing violation of the Local Government Act and the lack of business infrastructure in proposed township and districts. Don't forget, there are bills that were listed. We ordered about so clearly to obtain township is one of the bills that the president has vetoed. The Prince Community College, one of the bills the president has vetoed. What the infrastructure? We got some of these things are good, and we're asking some of these questions. But when it's executive, you find them bringing a report most of the time. You find that most bills come from executive and it will pass. How? What do they normally do? They do diligence on behalf of the people that they represent, or it is about who's sponsoring this bill, where it comes from, who is the chair on executive, what kind of a connection to the executive, how do we do these things, what are they going to have a positive trickle-down effect in the lives of the people? Let it just go. So, according to the communication system, the veto legislation includes non-bill to establish new townships. They want to get how are we handling the first? You go up there, Johnsonville Township, Bannersville Township, or we just put township, so clean township. What are the structures there to have these places as a township before later we start talking about city? So the president talked about infrastructure gaps. And it's incumbent upon this government and people who are representing the people to see some of these things, to sit on the table and start to discuss it. Yeah. So the president said in a formal communication to the House on Monday, President Boakai said none of the proposals met the legal and administrative benchmark required for new local governments under the 2018 Local Government Act. But then he was not even in power. It was the regime of the former president, President George Weah, when the Local Government Act was passed. Now, somehow redefined, restructured the Ministry of Internal Affairs and empowered local government officials how to function and whatsoever, and make them part and parcel of the decisions that are made, and not just the central government, but at least they should be part and parcel as well. So President Boakai said the township bill fell short of the minimum criteria set in section 2.16 C of the Act, which mandates that new township must demonstrate viable populations, functioning waste system, school, health center, cemeteries, recreational facilities, among other services. That's what in the local government, and you say you want to have township. The president rejected it because it failed to meet standards. That's what he said. He said you must have viable population, functioning waste system. You know, we're already solving for sanitation problem. You pass to the other place, right there. You go to the other place, right there. What system have you put into place? What health facility? Let's see the structures you got there. We talk about schools, cemeteries. People die. Where do you take them? What's the land? Is it somewhere situated where people are living not far from the cemetery? Because we're seeing these things now. You even if you went to Voca Mission, you went to Bonasa Peloton. You stand somebody almost your back door, most likely if you're not careful, you might see grave to the next area. But these are things that we don't take into consideration. But our folks can leave from here to go, yes, the man, the developmental study international. Those things are things that people reduce you to their own. But when you come back, there are ways to see how best you can change it to suit present day reality that it be, used within and applicable to our culture and our society. But, and sometimes some of our lawmakers, they think that because they dead and nobody hears this person talk, it means you're supposed to talk, or it means that you're supposed to just put a bill on the floor that people say, oh yeah, our lawmaker have done this, our lawmaker have done that. Because sometimes what you put on the floor, the intent could be good, but the timing might not just be right. So, these are a recreational area. Now, there are some communities you don't even find a single football field. Yes, where people go to play recreation. You don't find it. Everybody feeling billion on all the different land. So, some of these things are some of the reasons why the president vetoed those Torah bills. And in this letter, he said, giving Liberia ongoing infrastructural and economic limitation, it is imperative that any proposed township demonstratively certifies the statutory benchmark. That's what the president wrote. And the president said that none of the bill defined the geographical boundaries or provided evidence of meeting the population threshold of 5,000 residents, a key legal requirement for township status. Now, that's what the president said. Geographical boundary. What did you do the survey? Why you want this place to be a township? Give us the exact number of the people, the population there. Let's see. And all other things that should be there to meet the key legal requirement for a township status. So in the wisdom, those townships proposal or those bills did not meet any of such, so there's no need to veto it. So you got to wait now for another time. Now, in the president's communication again, the president went on to recognize that two bills proposing new districts were also struck down for the breaching section of 2.15 of the same law, which governs sub-county local governments. We know we did. We have census, of which we did not use because there was no demarcation. We did not use in our 2023 general presidential elections. And the Constitution made this, that after every 10 years, the government of Liberia must conduct census to know the population. Because it helps to give an informed decision and direction how to apportion, money in the budget for development. You get to know, how to our disabled people, our people who are physically challenged, and all of these things. How do you meet their needs and wants? But you asking to create districts. How that gonna happen? So the president said no. And the president said, the president reminded lawmakers that existing statutory districts remain valid for only 7 years after the act passed. Until November 23, 2025, after which they must be dissolved. He said the new proposal failed to clarify whether the intended districts were statutory or administrative district. You gotta be clear with it. Oh yeah, a statutory district, administrative district. But if you just leave it vague, then the president might just be thinking that, oh yeah, you want from lawmaker to come back, because based on the census, that's how demarcation will be done. But if you're requesting it will be a statutory district or administrative district. So which one of it? Now, he said if statutory district, the legal lifespan will be limited to just 3 months, making their creation both impractical and inconsistent with existing law. That's why President Walker wrote. So President Walker veto also halted the bills. Maybe the lawmaker of District 4, who has always been behind this thing with other young folks, because in the veto, the lawmaker also halted the Painesville Community College Act. And he cited in his communication that it was unclear funding sources and weak administrative provision. The president said the bill lacked specificity on how the proposed institution will sustain its operation or integrate within Liberia territorial education framework. That's what the president said. You're asking now, where the source of income, how do we maintain this structure until we can have it, into the government? You're talking about. So are we now going to be talking about, housing tax, or the business people, the city corporation will be the one to fund it, to support it? Where? See? And he's talking about the institution as it relates to the sustainability in terms of operational cost within Liberia tertiary education framework. Where do we put it? A very good proposal. But did our framework actually sit and give a clear picture and being able to say, look, this city, Painesville, is the largest. We think that we have seen and we have sourced our income from the city. There are businesses in the city, or there are industries in the city that will make, and the city corporation also collecting legal revenue for business operation and other registration into the city. So we think we get. So these are some of the things they will want to know. But so he did not see it there, according to him. Maybe Honorable Marcus Thomas Gochwa and other folks who've been, behind this can give us a clear picture. Because the proposal, everybody seems to be very happy about it. So yeah. Well, yeah, So now it is incumbent upon them now to engage, sit with the president, sit with the executive, and see the way out. But as it is, the president is saying these bills fail to meet the local government. You don't have the infrastructure. Places you want to be township, you don't have infrastructure, you don't have schools, you don't have health facility, you don't have cemetery, and no garbage system put into place that is in terms of waste management. How do we do it? At the end of the day, and the boundary From where to where have you been able to solve it and do the diagram and do the demarcation and say, okay, from this place to this place, that the township here? So he said no. So following the president's communication, so Speaker Richard Kool, he said the House has taken seizure of the matter and will open consultation with the executive to review the president's concerns. So these are concerns. So it is incumbent upon them now to go engage with the president. But if you think you just want to have some of these things on the floor to satisfy your people because somebody called you a bobo lawmaker, say you've been there, nobody have seen you on the floor, say you've been there, nobody have heard you speak, say you've been there, you get there, your friend, you talk, you there, you only on phone, so you think you just jump up one morning or you go to sleep, and yesterday I said, okay, let me just do the one for the president, say the lawmaker is working. No. Don't mix movement with progress. So the leadership of the House, they have shown that they will surely work constructively with the executive branch to determine an appropriate course of action consistent with the Constitution and the Local Government Act. That's what Speaker Kool said. But how do you see this as well? And some of the lawmakers said they welcome the review. Several of the lawmakers said they described the president's action as corrective rather than confrontational. He's not making palaver, but he was able to say why now this? Can you not go back and have these things put into place? Because he did not authorize it out. But these were things that were done to look at these things. The executive say, okay, we want to start these are the bills, but no. These bills didn't meet the threshold, didn't meet the criteria set in the Local Government Act for a township or a district. And then what the president said, what sort of district you talking about? Administrative district or study district. You have to be clear, open. So like most Rado County District, 3 lawmaker Representative Suman Maba said the detailed explanation offers a guide towards strengthening legislative work. So they need detailed explanation that the executive can see and say, oh yeah, we are on course. And this is why he said, I don't see the president's action as confrontation. That's what Maba said. He said it is an opportunity for us to make corrections, and it shows that any bill we pass meets the legal and technical standards set by our own laws. So he told his colleagues to treat the process professionally and avoid politicizing it. Because in our society, we always see these things. Somebody say, we got a man out from the ruling party, the man can't. But this is a government that has the speakership. This is a government today, people pointing finger at the deputy speaker, who, yeah, he and the president from local county, they've been seen together since they left the CDC board. But these are, when we see this thing and look at it on a fair judgment look, or we want to see it and politicize it, and because it did not come from this person of the Unity Party or this person who is working closely with the executive or with the Unity Party-led government. That's why the bills are rejected. But Smooth Mobile is saying the president was being honest, and it's good that they go back, and Speaker Kool said it's time that they go back. Vietnamese, a community college group. But the president is saying there's no clear source of funding or sources. And he also said, it represents a weak administrative provision. And he said the bill lacks speciality on how they process, how the proposed institution will sustain its operations or integrate within Liberia's tertiary educational framework. How do we do it? So, why the veto represents is setback for lawmakers who over the period of time have taken time off, don't take that away from them, who have made it known to the people, have fought over the night and day to make sure that some of the development initiatives come to limelight in the district. The move underscores Walker's stated commitment to enforce the rule of law and rationalize public administration. So now if both branches of government reach consensus, we can see that the process could be much stronger. So it is incumbent upon our lawmakers who were able to present no bills for the leadership to engage the executive and see where we can be and how we can achieve these things. Because you see, we stay having infrastructural gaps, which is causing a lot of problems for us in Liberia. And that's why it also having problem when it comes to investment. Investors coming to Liberia. Because look, there are folks who want to just come and start to invest. They don't need to come start building from scratch. But what are the structures do we have? Uganda, a landlocked country, investing hugely in infrastructure, so people are going to invest. So investing in infrastructure, investing in transportation, Rwanda doing the same. In other landlocked countries, Ethiopia, these people are doing the same. But when you get there, you see infrastructure. You see somebody tell you, what? You go there, you think you live in Addis Ababa, you think, or you in Kigali, you think, or you in Kampala, and all of these things. So we need to see. The framer of these bills, the sponsors, probably, you see that they want to see Liberia get better. But we got to do it in line with standards, in line with set criteria, and respect the laws in these states. So we hope that our lawmakers will see a prudent to engage the executive and don't see it as a politics in play. And this also is a caveat to them, that they too now should sit when the executive submit a bill, that they take the time to scrutinize it. The last time around, in the 54, they were passing bill for compulsory breastfeeding from 0 to 6 months. I don't know how far that bill gone. I don't know how far the implementation of it go. What are government providing subsidy to pregnant women or baby mothers when they give birth at hospitals and clinic public facilities? We still need to know. Some of the government schools are area. We listen to our lawmakers from Sandro. They were complaining. From Maryland, some of the public schools, they have no roof. Some of the public schools that they were telling us you have to kickstart. Because how? Well, we got committee on education, you got the county, legislative caucuses all around. But these are some of the challenges. You got district representatives. These are folks that you should be coordinating with your people. See the need. Sometimes not all of the proposal, because people run to say to you, as a lawmaker, sit down too. That when people bring some of these nice proposals to you, you look at the district, you look at the county, and you look at the economic challenge of the country. If we are to, do we want to establish an institution for Painsville that cannot be fully funded by government? Where do we source the income for operational costs? You will not have people, because we don't want to see at the end of the day, students are protesting, blocking road, putting tiles, or you find out that lecturer, professors, and support staff are also laying down the charts that they are not being paid for this period, or no transportation. How do we run this institution on operational cost? You have to have stationary chairs, electricity, both the standby machine and that of the MEC supply power. So you got to take those things into consideration. You're talking about township. The Konkata is a township. Gatlinville is a township. Butlersville is a township. So you got commissioners who are the Painsville is a city. Painsville has a mayor. There are things that constitute a township and a city. What should be in a city, what should be in a township. But if we start to do so many proposals, on the basis that you want people to just see you working. You can have very good intent, but there could be some mismatch into have the thoughts and the objective and the goal were arranged. So at the end of the day, you will have setbacks in some of these things. But it's good that some of the colleagues have said the leadership have taken siege of the matter, the concern by the president. They hope that they can go into constructive and productive engagement in discussing this matter, that we all can achieve it and say yes. But if, because some of you have you put in your resources to have the bills on the floor, you have sleepless nights. You hire some people who are expert in some of the fields. You hire some of you, the legal people, some of you are legal people. And you burn your gas, your fuel, taking survey and all of these things. But we need to just get it done. And this is something that we should see and say, yeah, we will work on this thing, or we will sit back, let's see where we go from here. And one of the things that we need to seriously put time into in this country is the level of education we give our people ahead of some of these things. We saw a similar thing with the issue of the referendum. If you look at the national referendum, during the period, the one on the former president regime, Ambassador George Manuel, we were caught up into a web where the Constitution provides that prior to referendum, there should be a 1-year education, witness to have the people. Because if you look at what the former administration had, those things were all good. But the people did not get the education. The education was kept for no more time before, and little was not done. Some of us, we went on to even sacrifice to educate people on the issue of referendum, free of charge, that we did not get a dime from it. Free, because we saw it. The propositions that were talking about the reduction in the tenure of the president, representative, senator, and other folks. Looking at the time we normally go to election, how do we do this, how do we do that? Looking at dual citizenship. And all of these things were rejected. But why, after being rejected, the then government, they took dual citizenship and they had to pass it. And people started to ask, we rejected all of these things. Why did you still go? There was no need coming back to us to have asked us to have participated. Saying you knew that this was more important. But why you did not reduce this one? But you were able. So everybody started to give some justification. No, people born, the children left Liberia because of the crisis. They had children in America and other places. These people still entitled to their citizenship as Liberians, so some of them want to come back home to invest. There are a whole lot of things, and there are folks who be here for a long period of time, And we went on there today, yeah. But this is what President Joseph Yuman Bargai said. So, President Bargai, he went on to veto 12 bills recently passed by the House of Representatives. And the reason, he was citing violation of the Local Government Act and the lack of basic infrastructure to propose townships and districts. What structure that you got that you want a place to be a township? What structure you got that you want a place to be a district, administrative district or statutory district? In the Local Government Act, please show us the structure. What's the administrative district? Where do the township run from? The district. So we propose these things, or we pass these things, then when the people go and say we're renting from the other side, And government can pay the rent. The next thing, eviction take place. Or the next thing, people say, I owe my money. We're going to the court. Do we have the structure to still start talking about statutory township? So until we can get there, we got some of the uphill tax. Development comes with pain and some other things, but it also comes with rationality. We should ration, our thoughts, our time in getting the job done. So when some of the lawmakers said nobody should see it as a politics, but see it as something which is congressional and constitutional, that the two bodies, the two branches of government, the executive and that of the legislative branch of government, especially from the lower house, that they sit on the round table and you people go on the good footing and see how this thing can be discussed. Because Michael Thomas been one of the brain behind the PNZ Community College. He have put in time, and we hope that he will not stop there, but rather continue and engage your legal man. Let's see how we can get things done, because it's a good initiative. PNZ is very populated; it's the largest in the country. This is the only city with 5 electoral districts in Nigeria. So in Mosorado, if you look, the city called PNZ in Mosorado. District 2 is in PNZ. District 3 is in PNZ. District 2 is in PNZ in Mosorado. District 3 is in PNZ in Mosorado. District 4 is in PNZ. District 5 is in PNZ. District 6, so about 5 electoral districts. So if you are thinking that back in the days when Alex Staller and other lawmakers were wanting to have a budget, each district $1 million, so we were, by this time we have been discussing that PNZ will have been receiving $5 million annually for development of other issues. So you count the years, $5 million. So all of the district, $1 million, $1 million, $1 million in the city of PNZ, so we talk about $5 million. If that, they would have gone through, because that's what they were proposed. They said, no, but we give you district development funds, no, the money is small. We can allow $1 million private each. So, but that discussion did not hold water, it did not yield any fruits. But that's where we left it. And today, this is where we are. With a lot of things. Well, folks, welcome. This is the morning ride, and we got some things to talk about. And we hope that you can just sit there, understand, and put Liberia first. You can put this country first. They're going to be good for you. I take this break. This one is about guitar. We call it Put Liberia First. And let me say good morning as usual to you, Mr. Zizi Bien, in Tinker's Village, always following the broadcast. Mrs. Dorothy Bien, good morning, eating blessed day, and to the pre-birthday lady, Salome Bien, who celebrates her birthday next Tuesday. Wish you all of God's chosen blessing, and more grace, and to all of you.
They hold someone that got good character, if we talk about castigation. They hold somewhere. They hold that become an embarrassment to the Liberian people. My statement made inside there that lawmakers are corrupt. I stay my it. I can never reverse it. And that's why I wonder what I should reverse it. I can reverse it. We need it for money.
The speaker said there are 17 members who can take action against you.
Let them go ahead.
You be expelled.
Let them go ahead.
When you continue this,
if I will be expelled for saying that Joseph Boga took the Liberian poor $10 million, he has become an embarrassment of growth to go build property in Lofa. Let me expel. I challenge him.
Have you received your
I have not received the number 10,000 and the report. That's the reason why we're calling for executive to know what happened to the port development money. Then that man can't talk about that man that call himself presiding Kool can't talk about when you go outside you criticize. I live in your house. Do I live with Kool? I want to go to Ombota Women's office.
Yeah, you go in your
Do I live with Kool? I don't label Rachel Kool. He's a speaker. My man, let him get up for you, man. What God speaker? He's a speaker. Is he a correct speaker? He's a crooked speaker. That's what I'm saying. And I'm making my statement. Like Rachel Kool is a crooked speaker. I will not regret my statement. I can reverse it. And I challenge him. I challenge whosoever that want to take action. I'm making like Rachel Kool is a crook. Now that is what I'm saying, Sally. I'm making like Rachel Kool is a rogue.
You are risking expulsion.
But kept on bringing in my living room.
You want to be a spell?
The speaker gave a mandate.
I need to say what?
Nobody, no lawmaker should discuss legislative activities outside of session.
I'm discussing it now. I'm discussing it now. The Constitution says it's the right of the public to know. We have to respect the Constitution of this country. The people need to know. We were setting inside and do things that brought our senior by the people of this country. Not by Rachel Kool. Not by Rachel Kool.
But they get power to expel it.
But then they go ahead. When are they starting it tomorrow?
You sound fear. You sound so fear.
Bossman, I'm working for the Liberian people. I'm the only Liberian in the country that brought government to power. After 1 week, I said I don't want to build a road. I don't want to be a road that you put. I left them. Show me one Liberian and I do it. They were said they become criminals like them. Joseph Walker is a rogue. He said when I create this outside, right? I'm making a Joseph Walker is a rogue. I can never reverse that statement. If that statement will be the end of my being representative of this country, so be it.
Are you tired of being a representative?
I'm not tired. We came here to speak. Lawmaking is advocate.
Farm Tinkers Village, but not far Painesville, about the Kuma Bedroom Tissue Factory. You get there, the folks are there. You know, this is a herbal supplement, and it is not something that you go there, oh yeah, they're going to rupture on you, or you go to get this one in the costume, to tell you that shrine here, this is who did it, but it's certified by national government, and that's why these people are operating. There are a lot of testimony, there are a lot of folks who today are living testimony to what Marie McGrath have done for them. So go there, it's not difficult to drink, they will give you the do's and the don'ts, what to do. It's not something they tell you in the morning when somebody's sleeping, wake up, don't speak to anybody, put in your mouth, run around us. No, it's a supplement, herbal supplement that is working. Liberia owned, it's not imported. Right in Liberia, manufactured right here. It's now something they brought from the other country or from that other country. Your government have certified, tested it, and say yes, but these people. But we'll come back after our sponsor break and continue with the discussion, because the president spoke about the issue of section 2.15A of the Local Government Act that stipulates that all statutory districts remain in effect for 7 years following the Act passage, during which the Ministry of Internal Affairs must retire all district employees, after which such districts are to be dissolved. Additionally, section 2.15B states that administrative district must be managed by a district advisory council, district commissioner, administrative officer, finance officer, and development officer. So President Vargas said the two bills under review failed to clarify whether the proposed districts were statutory or administrative in nature, thereby making their approval legally untenable. So, but you know, so because they talk about what in NIMA and LOFA wanting to establish, some statutory district or township whatsoever. But let's go for our sponsor break this morning with that.
Yes, it's Marie Manga. Have you heard about the one and only Marie Manga herbal supplement? Marie Manga is a Liberian-made herbal supplement. It helps to boost the human immune system to fight against cancer, pressure, and many other sicknesses. Meanwhile, people that used to sell the Marie Manga herbal supplement in Bon, Nimba, and Lofa County has finally settled down in Moserado and its surrounding. The Marie Manga Hot Tea supplement is available now in the following office stations: Bona Farm, opposite Mankumba Benu Tissue Factory, King Johnson Road and Clay Street intersection towards OES Transport Building; Kakata, Mangibi County, Bassa Community around the radio station; Ganta City, Glelu Community around the People Street, YMCA Junction; Cample City, Nimba County, Broad Street, opposite Facebook, Vonjama City, Lofa County. Yes, it's Marie Manga. Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement is a registered supplement with the Liberia Medicine and Health Product Regulatory Authority, LMHRA. For more information about the Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement, contact us on the following numbers: 0888 85 6776, 0777 444 591, and 0775 4995 49. Yes, it's Marie Manga, Liberia owned Herbert Supplement.
In your sickness, hold your heart, oh sister.
Yes, it's Marie Manga. Have you heard about the one and only Marie Manga Herbert Supplement? Marie Manga is a Liberian-made Herbert supplement. It helps to boost the human immune system to fight against cancer, pressure, and many other sicknesses. Meanwhile, people that used to sell the Marie Manga Herbert supplement in Bon, Nimba, and Lofa County has finally settled down in Moserado and its surrounding. The Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement is available now in the following office stations: Bona Farm, opposite Mankumba Benu Tissue Factory, King Johnson Road and Clay Street intersection towards OES Transport Building. Kakata, Mangibi County, Bassa Community around the radio station. Ganta City, Glelu Community around the People Street, YMCA Junction. Cample City, Nimba County, Broad Street, opposite Facebook, Vonjama City, Lofa County. Yes, it's Marie Manga. Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement is a registered supplement with the Liberia Medicine and Health Product Regulatory Authority, LMHRA. For more information about the Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement, contact us on the following numbers: 0888 85 6776, 0777 444 591, and 0775 4995 49. Yes, it's Marie Manga, Liberia owned Herbert Supplement. Yes, it's Marie Manga. Have you heard about the one and only Marie Manga Herbert Supplement? Marie Manga is a Liberian-made Herbert supplement. It helps to boost the human immune system to fight against cancer, pressure, and many other sicknesses. Meanwhile, people that used to sell the Marie Manga Herbert supplement in Bon, Nimba, and Lofa County has finally settled down in Moserado and its surrounding. The Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement is available now in the following office stations: Bona Farm, opposite Mankumba Benu Tissue Factory, King Johnson Road and Clay Street intersection towards OES Transport Building. Kakata, Mangibi County, Bassa Community around the radio station. Ganta City, Glelu Community around the People Street, YMCA Junction. Cample City, Nimba County, Broad Street, opposite Facebook, Vonjama City, Lofa County. Yes, it's Marie Manga. Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement is a registered supplement with the Liberia Medicine and Health Product Regulatory Authority, LMHRA. For more information about the Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement, contact us on the following numbers: 0888 85 6776, 0777 444 591, and 0775 4995 49. Yes, it's Marie Manga, Liberia owned Herbert Supplement.
Area owned Herbert Supplement is there in Bonafide. We go there, the folks are there with open arms, ready to take care of you, ready to make sure that you have a healthy body, because some of the sicknesses you've been suffering from for over a period of time is something that you can go and get treated for. Make sure you explain to them. So when you're taking these things, you get there, you suffer from ulcer, rheumatism, stroke, low blood pressure, sexually transmitted diseases. You know, there are a lot of other things. You get there, just explain to them, and they will tell you how the supplement is administered. They'll give you a measurement, they'll give you a dose, they'll tell you exactly what to do, the do's and the don'ts while taking it. Because sometimes in the country when we're taking medicine, As soon as we notice on medication, as soon as we notice that we're feeling much better, we break in between. And when it relapse, then you start the medicine can work because we normally will not get so easy to complete. But it's good that some of these things that you go there for yourselves and you ask the people, ask them the hard question, and we answer you there. So let's go back to what we were talking, and shortly we have the lines activated. We got a couple of things that we want to talk about and want you to be part of that. But while you also having the time and following the broadcast, you can still win for yourself catch and other fabulous prizes. But the Iron star 9, the star 799 star 11 hatch. Yes, star 799 star 11 hatch. The number $111 for 70 cents US to play. Radio entertainment Kool cash giveaway. You play multiple times, you stand a chance. So as you see the number, some of you could be lucky enough that you call and say you just won for yourself. That. But Saturday is a big draw again for somebody to walk away with a brand new motor bag. So it is your job to do your part by playing more, play multiple times. It's $100 70 cents. So you want to play 2 times, put 2. You want to play 3, put 3. So you dial star 799 star 11 hash and you play. You will thank me later before the show comes on again. But let's move back to what we were talking. You see, we want to see Liberia really develop, show. But the infrastructure that should come with districts, that should come with township, that should come with cities, we don't have it. And sometimes our lawmakers or our folks, at times, not all of them, the intent can be good, but some of them use it as a means to accommodate people. They say, yeah, we provide jobs for the people. And wanting to be the one who will have the say. So when there's a fallout, they know what to do. But some of them think that it is prudent, it is good that certain size of our population at a particular time need to be controlled by themselves, or there should be a boundary that places them in a certain category that, look, we are of such kind, so we will be in this position. You know? So, but they have asked them to go back. So at least, so they can go. And according to the president right now, the president has submitted also to the legislature. That was why the president too has submitted something to them. What they will see is now to come to I on and say, oh, let me reject our own. Okay, they will not pass through. So the president has submitted to the legislature a new bill titled an act to establish the Civil Service Commission. Not the Civil Service Agency. To establish the Civil Service Commission in fulfillment of Article 89 of the 1986 Constitution, which calls for the creation of autonomous public commissions. So here, I think within the confine of the law. Now, according to the president, the proposed law seeks to repeal the pre-1986 Civil Service Agency Act and replace it with an independent and autonomous Civil Service Commission. That body will be empowered to regulate, supervise, promote merit-based standards within Liberia's civil service and broader public sector. So, according to the president, that's his bill, the new commission will guarantee fair access to employment, advancement, decent work conditions for civil servants, while institutionalizing accountability and professionalism across government. And so he said the legislature represents a major step in his administration ongoing effort to modernize the civil servant under the arrest agenda. So what are these lawmakers will say, no, oh, okay, until he backed down on it too and said, oh, nah, so whether they will go now in the interest of the country that they do not see it as in-house fighting, that look, we will not accept it, we will not agree until the president or the executive can also agree with some of the township bill or districts or whatever we have sent before, then or else we will send it right back. So we hope that it will go in the interest of the country, that we don't see this thing as a battleground. But these are some of the things. So, you see most of the time when all the civil society groupings are making a report on the legislative functions of our legislators and their representation, sometimes you see ghost seats. The House of Representatives, you will see empty seats. You go to the Senate, sometimes you see empty seats. I'm told the Senate, most of the time, they always stay on very good number, but the House of Representatives and the 3 is so difficult with their finding there. But you are representing people. By the end of the day, sometimes some of these bills go through and it falls on your people. What I take effect that to benefit them or not to benefit them, you just don't care. And sometimes to even be around to fight on the floor to debate issues about the road. Now, we listen to the senators. Why the lower house, they were there fighting, putting people outside, people say other words, people say, but they also yes, they returned and they were speaking to the people, say something, but a lot of them went back home and they did assessment, whether they were in truth to the people that they actually went there and they were able to engage with the people, saw the barrel, saw water pollution, saw the deplorable condition of public facilities, health sector, or health facilities in the counties, or even schools, wanting to bring their attention down to national government and other issues. We hope that. But to the lower house, the House of Representatives, I don't know whether it's intentional. You got people who stood in the ring in the sun for you. And every time you go to a section, you disrupt. Every time you go to section, you are thrown out. Every time you go to section, at times, because of the disruption, it prematurely will be a joint. The Liberian people, but yet, the cars that take you people there are taxpayer money. Whether you got your own car, far the people concerned, they buy your car, and it's to enhance your work. The gas or the fuel you put in those vehicles, taxpayer money. The woman who sells water in Raleigh, who sells in Douala, Waterstar, Go by Chop, Omega, and you need the rest of the marketplaces. ELW Junction, take out the market. These people pay taxes. Tickets are issued on them. The motorcyclists who are riding this back, directly, indirectly, some of them go to register their backs. They go to the filling station, they fill the tank. They pay your bills. And when you go to represent them, all you do, you just go to disrupt, and at the end of the day, prematurely at times, such a job. Using words, the other person wants that other person, people got to go on the other side, people worry on the other side, and all of these things. And you got the people. Then when they gather to make fun. They gather to laugh. So you see some of the result. If you people were focused enough and doing the people's job, we're not saying all of the lawmakers, or there are lawmakers there who know exactly the sole purpose of being there. They understand the cabinet function. They're living up to it. They know the lawmaking, representation, and oversight. They're there. They don't just make session because they want to have pageantry somewhere, go sit down somewhere. But let's go to the line this morning and talk to some of our colleagues on 0775 919 919 080 919 919. The numbers you can call us on. The lines activated already. You can call us on to be part of the conversation this morning, looking at what the president, some of the bills that the president has vetoed for our lower house, the House of Representatives, making sure that some of these things are things that will look into the direction. What's your own take onto this matter? You're live.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Charles D. Cooper Jr., Chief of Office Staff of Remarkable Commerce.
Charles, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you. I'm calling in line with the bill that was vetoed by the President.
Okay, please go ahead.
2-minute bill of the township wasn't among those bills objected to with that clear first. When it comes to the bill of the PTA community parish, we are working on a press release for that district.
Okay.
To inform people in the town, as you are aware that it is into the House committee room, and constructively we will engage the President on it.
Yeah, but the leadership said they have taken siege of the matter and will sit with the executive, but the fear from people here that this thing should be done, you know, where constitutionally that we all find a common ground and should not be politicized, that at the end of the day they don't achieve it, because these are some of the things that Honorable Michael Thomas won on the matter of some of these things, and they have fought over a period of time like other lawmakers. To see it at this level, it's timely, like you said, you need to put out a release, or the lawmaker could get this thing as one president who is yet moving around and not getting anything done.
No, we are putting our release. Thank you for that. Constructively will engage the executive. You know, they came from the office of the lawmaker, so the lawmaker have to take the
Sure.
of it.
Okay.
So that's why we are doing it. So thanks for flagging it, and the office is working towards it.
You're always welcome. It's good for you coming in. That's how we like to see or hear things happen. Good morning.
Good morning. The historian back and the information backs on priority. Thank you so much. Information books are listening to oil and I see for aid information machine, and other things. But when it comes to our district, I can't like the way we see CFS. We should be kind. But in being kind, they go back to your office. The office of district number 4 is supposed to find out. If they will already share to pay bill, which is the sale of the kind of state bill, and share with the community. The kind of things you pay bill that state in that community. With the community that leadership. For you only deal with the people of what I will be bill in district 4. How is this work when you're not dealing with the community here in other people? How to deal with the fight? People are all power over the fight. 38 years. They are not fight. When you have people who are following them, what they're for? That people power for those law communities are made district 4 when you're not dealing with them. How is this or population get us the current issue? How can this
Thank you for being part of the conversation. You're live. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, this is Water Expert. They were calling for me about this morning.
Water, your worker.
Yeah, Weekie, President, we just thank you to you guys for the education you guys provide. I think some people are monitoring you guys from me, not because I put it on the radio, but on the microphone, people are listening to you guys. No, Weekie, the President did extremely well. He's going to increase breading on government. There's the issue about the creating districts, districts. The other districts that we have, no allotment for them yet. The own children, the administrative district will have the commission say this is an issue. So if you have some additional breading on government and you will have complete people on payroll that pay not coming down, people for the quarantine and that. So I want to appreciate the government for vetoing that. And it don't become some don't become want to slow story, but or can they go additional district, additional administrative, they were fine. But have consultation with the people to community engagement, see what is happening. If they create another seed, it will be benefit, all people will be okay. And look at the resources that are coming from government, then that you will be able to go wherever you are. If you agree to implement a pilot team of local meeting, paying party can send it from 4 to 8, a few to 10. So yeah, green local relevant, that will not be good. I mean, thank you very much to the President for a wise soundness and the idea that is right.
Okay, thank you. Water from Nima County this morning. You're live.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing this morning?
Well, Elbow can't complain.
Thank you so much. The second to the last caller, I want to concur with you. Once the representatives do not consult their constituents, then it means that whatever they do there is dictatorial. The fact of the matter is the entire 5 million people cannot go in our hall to represent themselves. This is why we elected them to go there. And so you come to your community, come to the people that you represent, ask them, look, this is what I intend to do. And then get the people's views. When you get get up all by yourself, you go say you stay in bill. I mean that is not good. It's uncalled for. People should not be doing this. Like in just 4 years, we are beginning to have a problem. The community leadership in this district is no longer consultant, but you have some group called itself CADA that claims to be, the overall how you call it, group, overseeing the activities of the various communities. I mean, everything that has to do with the black community to pass through them. In this country, we have something they call District Development Council. That is what is all over in the various districts. But CADA, something called CADA, want to come and overshadow district development from here. And that was not a lot of this. It was based on the promise of Representative Michael Thomas that he will have election in all the communities based on which he will conduct an election for the district development council here. And then since he took power, that has disappeared. It's unacceptable. Our representatives should not be acting so dictatorial, in their operation. We elected them, they should consult us before doing anything. Thank you this morning.
Thank you for being part of the conversation. Good morning.
Good morning, Weekie.
Good morning.
If the boss of local government fight is here, I think I just could say about the other. We are listening to this morning, but you see, in our law, they go to the people that they are very serious when they go to session with this company issue. That affect our company in this kind of law. They do who is going to take our resources. Do be serious. But our law, because enough times are there, you need to meet it and they are serious. Who are taking it serious? Even if it's a national issue, the big laughing while we in the common pool, we are suffering for it. We the common pool are suffering for them. It should have gone and tell our country. It should have been our resources, our country, but the discussion is the laughing. So, all our investors, all our management, those who is never taking our resources, will not take serious. They will not take us because our leader not taking it serious. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's talk to this caller. You're live.
Yeah, good morning, Weekie.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, thank you for the work on your. So, Weekie, one of the problems our lawmaker is facing that people don't understand. The lawmaker, they are not all crooks. They kind of guys among the lawmaker who went there for the mission and they were to fear 7,000 people. But because based on our judgment, the way we judge them, during campaign, during election, they go and join the bar, but the way I'm going to I'm not saying you're not going to buy it. So let me get my money, let me get my own to go say you're not going to buy it. That's actually most of the join the caution to that place. Because when time reaches for people to vote the country, people taking out and say that vote somebody there, after they are US, to say that vote somebody who is there, I can't caution, who want to go to part of the US, $1 million from somewhere, and using the brown people to get out and pay for their back. Well, and then now go speak. So if you want to elect somebody with a vision, go to the platform, they put it hard. Don't get everybody getting 1 hour, half an hour, they see a couple, but one day, they put it where we can take a say there, can you take it? So when they bounce out of brand step down here, let me sell people into a place that have the master of self for, and I'm about 1 hour, and I'm about who loves you into power. Thank you for the time.
Thank you for being part of the conversation. You're live.
Good morning, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
My name is because other people, the capital believe that they're not even here, but the country. You see? Now, let me say, every district in the country, their school, their hospital. But the people in the capital believe that they're not giving money.
So the person carrying things like video all experience are the president. Yes. Now you're talking about people talk. People are saying people are talking for themselves. Luckily, people are talking for the country. How can company come in the country they can't develop their own place? Now the commercial didn't want to build all this thing there. And when the company come in, and you give to them for leave. We're speaking of government, still within ministry. It's never come for the country. So we said, you don't tell my anything you said, that what yeah. That's all they're still getting more ministry around here. The people are paying people for themselves. Thank you.
Thank you for being part of the conversation. You're live.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Abdullah Bolafare. I'm Secretary from District 4, Maswara. Thank you, Ambassador. You see, the law record needs to be serious. I don't know whether they were taken to be serious, but for the father, 73 law record, 16 senators go and concur with the law and send it to the executive, and the executive send it back. Nothing is cases of them. The one senate is a joke, and they are there to joke. Look, Mr. President, let me commend you for this. If the guys are not going to function ethics and government of their country, and I want to get to them. Look, it is happy for government to be spending to be something where we spend impact on the citizens who work for our country. So this is why the president just said to them, you eliminating yourself from innocent. When that does it will come from the executive and you people reject it. That hasn't happened yet. By the time when you come from the executive, and why the president said, oh, we need to endorse it. That is a form. You keep making form and complete form out of yourself. So, Mr. President, come on. You consider to do the right thing, the people continue to serve you as the people. So, thank you for that, yeah. Our people here get this honor.
Thank you. Let's hear you.
Good morning, Weekie bro. I like it. You read the class for what if I run the insurance complex of that. Okay, let me say thank you for explaining these things to our people. Because when I read the president, he told, 12 things. He got some very deeply. He said, I'm not asking the bill is fine, but some of the funding and all of these things are going to be funded. The administrative authorities is going to come. The college is going to come. We already have every institution at an age. We are fighting for funding to some of the institutions. They're built fine. But can you identify how these people be sustained in terms of financial issues? These are things that are not a part of the day. That is just also the thing. They know they are fighting now to do that thing. Tell you, because a person don't need. After they rewrote the Constitution of 1986, when the first monarchy was in 1980, they rewrote the Constitution, taking presidential from 4 years to 6 years, and up to 9 years, and reviewed, and he has read, and all that Bible understood what the point is for the future. They would have found that Constitution one by one, reread it, and reduce the first thing. That's why they're fighting on today. We're fighting to reduce it. But they know for that 4 years after they correct it, bring the first one thing. Over the 1940 Constitution. Right? That's where we are today. So when they brought in the Constitution today, we're fighting to change it. And beyond our control. We're fighting. Then you say, we got politics. You got all these people. You got punching. Some of them crying around, they not to be beat. We are not addressed that. We want to be as well as the children district. So the excellence, bring it down. How do you sustain these things? That's what the president is saying. So what our brother God is doing, try to look at it, scrutinize it, cross it, and stop it out. So that we can be on the track. So it's not possible. Okay, then we create how to do something. Today, we are affected by the law. For the fact that we can't law, presentation law, No one they vote you off, but you give them anyway.
Okay, thank you. Let's talk to other callers on the line. You live?
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, Weekie. You know, you can go back to the whole world. Now, this is that girl that you are in a hot dead again. See, all of them are rules. That way, we will not allow any people to go there and go on it there. They don't go back to a planet. They can get an agriculture bring, they get them money to go to their various countries, constituencies, to go and make some development there. Why is he doing in exchange this thing? Nothing.
Okay, thank you. Let's talk to this caller on the line who'll be on the line for some time. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Ambassador. My name is Stanley Juma. I call from Beansville.
You're welcome.
Let me add a little flavor to this. I'm not in agreement or acquiescence with the mediation of the people of this bill. What Liberia needs to do now is that the University of Liberia is overpopulated. The University of Liberia is the oldest university in Liberia. I want to suggest that the University of Liberia go beyond offering bachelor courses and divert all the bachelor courses to the various community colleges. That the University of Liberia will now focus on master and PhD. The place overpopulated. They can't meet the demand again. So the creation of community colleges, in my opinion, would have been one of the best to decongest the University of Liberia. So I think the authority need to take on this and see how in the various counties you have one community college, you have community colleges in Monserrado. That would help with this process. When the University of Liberia is overtime, it's overpopulated, that both beyond bachelor. And let the university start off of master and PhD. That's my contribution to. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Yuma, for being part of the conversation this morning. Yeah, 0775 919 919 080 919 919. The numbers you can certainly call us on to be part of the conversation. You know, because there's some of the folks are talking. There are existing structures that still need to be improved. You're welcome. Let's hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning.
Yeah.
My name is Anthony Nyaki. This issue using township and what have you that our lawmakers are saying to the court. When that this lawmaker says, Madam Sali came to former president, we are appealing to tell the president, look, we have a law on the book that says he and state leaders should be elected. So not that only be a bill, yes, that's enough. Chief and state leaders, nothing.
Okay, thank you. Let's talk about this. Your life. And you know, one of the things as it relates to the issue of the Painesville Community College, yeah, I think it's time that the 5 lawmakers in the city of Painesville sit on the round table, forget about politics, and focus on it and see how they can meet with the executive or the leadership of the house and get this thing done collectively, and not just to see maybe one lawmaker just struggling, fighting on this whole thing and being left alone, because there are folks with vested interest. And some of the things that we need to cut off in this country, and I think, Mr. President, because some of the folks, some of the things that they're even asking for, they are already running some of these things. Some of them have in schools. We have experienced current officials and past who are owning schools that may run properly, effectively, far better than what government running with taxpayer money. How that possible? We still turn to look at that. You see one official of government, his clinic is up to date, running effectively, no if and any about it, supply, energy, whatsoever there, drugs are available, but now you go to this district, the public health facilities that are there, so challenged. You know, simple as gloves, people can't even find it. But you go to the other representative, the other senator, the other minister, the director, the clinic, the hospitals are all in tight. The schools are running fully air conditioned with 24/7 electricity, standby generator. So, and you see, this is the problem Nigeria banned the establishment of polytechnics, university tertiary institutions for the next 7 years. I was reading only, I was discussing it some time ago, and the reason was being very simple. They said they have too much of these institutions that are not functioning well in the dilapidated state, and they need to have it refurbished, bring it up to speed, bring it up to top, because at the end of the day, these schools will put up graduates will not meet the job market tomorrow, or the standard is that their own employment, because that's what we see here. Once you accredit the people, they may get one unfinished building where they got 10 rooms. He said that in vocational school or a technical college. You put in plywood to the window, you put it on Kolomo, and all sorts of things. But this is where we are, folks. So we hope that the leadership or our lawmakers, like they said, we engage the executive in a constructive way, that we can find solution and get us running in a more positive direction, that we can achieve some of these things. Probably they meant well, but they did not give it with detail how you intend to run this, how you intend to have this thing funded, how you intend to pay those who will be there, because we have seen occasions where people will start to complain about, oh, they are not taking pay, and today people will not enter the building, they're going to block this place, they will not do it, So we want to say, let me take this break and be right back this morning.
I'll close with this. Until the lion learns to write, every story will glorify the hunter. It is time Africa tells its own story through her daughters, with her sisters in leadership, Senator Dr. Rachel Kelesh, CEO of My Foundation, Professor Dr. Frank Stankenberg, Havington, Chairman of the My Foundation Board of Trustees, Honorable Ministers, My Foundation partners, alumni, and I will be held in contempt if I don't recognize my own ambassador from the Republic of Liberia to Gambia and Senegal. Just wave to me, Ambassador, as well as my consular. Please wave to me. It's a pleasure having you to back me here. What a sacred joy it is to stand here in the Gambia, a land rich with history, resilience, and unity. I bring you warm greetings from the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Jomo Boakai Sr., my beloved husband. And from the land of liberty, Liberia, the country that single-handedly fought for over a century for African independence. I'm also honored to serve as a guest of honor at this historic 12th edition of My Foundation Africa Asia Luminary. This is a unique gathering, a cathedral of compassion where women who nurture nations meet, transcending the titles of politician wives, but as purpose-driven mothers of Africa. Let it be known, we are not here for a ceremony.
Making his contribution on the morning ride, we're going to do copyright to that song. We can make this war, we can make Liberia a better place and fight drugs together. But I'd like to say welcome again this morning. This is the People's Program, the Morning Ride. This is something that is very key and important. We're going to talk about it. And I want people to sit back and listen. And I don't want praises for anybody. Yeah. Because We have the tendency in this country, once issues are discussed and it's directed at you or your political party or your political leader or your pastor, your imam, your lawmakers, you think that somebody is against, but we will not sit and dissect to know exactly issues that are discussed. But when these things are said, people feel that, oh, you just want, yeah. So for me, my skin is very thick for these kind of petty things. Now, let's get something straight. It is time that we add a little bit of taste to our politics in Liberia. At least it is time that we say, oh yeah, we will change the narrative. You know, it is not every time that there's a political gathering should end up in violence, where lives are threatened, bodily wounds, people who are not even part of the entire process at times are disrupted or moving freely, properties get damaged, even some of them get injured in the process. Look, to the government, to all of the opposition political parties in this country, to the president, the Inspector General of Police, and all state security heads, the Congress for Democratic Change has stated that on Saturday, the 18th of October, we had like 2 days, a couple of hours, they will officially break ground for the new political headquarters. Now, government, it is time you put up your best behavior. It is time that those who will also be going to break ground for your new political party headquarters, which is your right to associate and disassociate with any political party of that matter. And it is your right not to choose to be involved in the politics or being associated with any political party where you can just sit and watch. Now, we have had a tendency in our country sometimes, some of these meaningful gatherings will always go in a negative form, and a certain government will always be painted by, or a particular political party will be seen as a violent party. But it's time that we tell a new story to the world. You go to an area that is restricted, confined for you. We expect the best behavior from those who will be good. Look, you wear your CDC t-shirts, your bears, your cap, whatever you wear to go to the places or wherever, should not in no way allow you to come in conflict with the law. And we want to say to our state security, let the people have the free will and movement, but they should be guided in the process. Because if you look at Liberia, ahead of Saturday, the groundbreaking ceremony, the tension is so high in society that you just see that something on the horizon about to explode. What are we bringing all of the tensions in these things when we are gathering? Just imagine, seriously, you citizens or whoever, well supporter, well wisher, sympathizer, or reaction, it's a significant milestone in our political history that you're gathering for. Don't allow yourselves to be seen as the negative form or to make things look ugly. You're going for a genuine process that today could set the stage for other political parties. Today, other political parties are having discussion because of what you have planned to go and do. So it's time you start to speak to your people, the leaders from the party. Tell the people, no, don't get anybody away. When you come in, please come with your whatsoever for us to break ground, clear out the area, and the focus point is to have our party headquarters constructed. But I don't have interest in whether they bought a land for a person, they bought a land for another person, or that is there to handle. When the legal aspect comes up, if the land was acquired illegally, not from the right person, that's why we have the court. That matter will be taken there. So people who are sitting in government, that should not be your concern. Because some of you, your political party, you even get offices. You ain't got headquarters. You have black dead political party you're running. We only see some of you when elections come around. After elections, you go. And these are reality people don't like to hear. Liberia is a country that when you speak the truth, somebody there feel you rude. And that's the reason why we are not being able to solve most of our problems. We have not been able to confront our problems in this country. We run from problem and think that it can solve problem. That's one of the most laziest and silly thing I can ever see from people. You got issue, you jump from there, you go to the other side, and you think habit or attitude is just part and parcel of you. You will find problem in political party. You will not resolve the problem. You just leave it, you join in that political party, you start castigating, talking, all the different things you used to do. Sometimes some of the things happen in the churches. Matter to be resolved. One member with a huge influence will break away, carry people, go open his own church. The assistant pastor and the head pastor can pull so the people. In marriages, in homes. So when you walk around today, you see, we should be people who can solve problems. We are resilient set of people, Liberians. There are people in this country who, from the day they joined a political party, they have never left, regardless of the internal wrangling and all of these things. They have always found a means to resolve it. There are people today, since they started going to church, that church has always been the church to themselves. All the children being there, even when they have departed, the kids are still there. Those are resilient set of people. You will hear somebody, oh, the man and the woman have been married for 30 years, 40 years. You think all were just roses? There were days they walked on thorns. There were days there were issues. But to find a way of self-settlement is the best part. We fought 14 senseless civil war in the country. But at the end of the day, we have to come to one common sense and say, Lord, this thing got to stop. We can always be gathering for political rally, or that at the end of the day, it turned out into something. Knowing fully where the level of illiteracy and self-read people that are in this country. We have young people that we are losing in the thousands, the next generation, to drugs. Every day you put the internet on, you're looking at people, oh, spark and die. You see bodies. But some of you are not even reading on these things. The only thing you go on the social media for, to go chat. You go to go grab people picture, leg. Facebook security. But to say, look, let me go to Google, read all these things, let me search this. No. You abuse the social network. When somebody make one comment, I'm saying something to Liberian people today. Somebody make one comment, oh, because this person from this party. You will not just sit there or write to discuss it. You go beyond that. The next thing, you start writing writings. You start describing somebody's parents' family you have never seen. That's how we see our politics turn every day. We write, we insult our leaders, our party leaders, our current leader. Just anyway, we go to people's parents. Because the man is saying, look, you were first born as a Liberian before you made a decision of which political parties in the country you were going to join. And that's why you're there. And it is your right. No matter how somebody sees you, how they see your party, how they describe your party, it is your political party. If the only thing you can do is to win the people over. But I see most of the politicians, most of the people who in political party, who can turn themselves at full soldier, that hard day, you lack the tenacity, you lack that moral, you lack that charisma to even recruit people. Some of you in political parties, you even destroy your party but looking for one way go that he don't want to cause your problem, your party to be like this. You can't convince people. As soon as the man tells you, I can't get in our party, where you ask the man why and he just give you a response, probably testing you, pulling your legs. You throw him under the bus. You see him as one of your biggest enemy. Now, that man answer you, he know what he wants. Today, some of you only looking for people who are against your party. You only looking for, for us. Politics is the exchange of ideas. Sell your market properly, they will buy. You know? So, salute to our government, to our Inspector General of Police. Let's write a new history Saturday. And to those who, let me tell you, the reason why thinkers are always pointing at government, is sitting government, because most of the time, they are the ones who are in charge to provide security, because the people who go over there are citizens of the country. And it's incumbent upon the government to provide citizens for everybody, regardless of their tribe, creed, religion, or whatever. Your sex, whatever. But we will see sometimes our state security at times. Look, these people are human like you. Just how you made a decision to go and join a political party or support a political party or particular candidate. That's how those people sat and made a decision that this is the part, this sector in government, I will be part and parcel. That's why they took some of that bold steps, and today they are officers. They are not slaves. They are not extra. They are fathers. They are mothers. They themselves have blood running through their veins. And they are Liberians like you. While it is true they will provide security, we should not always provoke or tempt them. In every discipline, there are people who are unscrupulous, who will be very unethical. But we cannot have a blanket statement and you go, you see the people, it's like, you know, security, you have to take instruction. So when you marching going to where you're supposed to go, and you're crossing the line, because you have others who also going for their businesses. There are people who will be sick, they're going for a medical checkup to hospitals. There are people who will be traveling on that day. There are people who will go and get a ticket, and all of these things take into consideration of that. There are people who will go to work, going to the businesses, people going to see some family, going for funeral, and a whole lot. You got a place that you will be confined. You got your own place you go to. We should not do it in a way that the movement of other people will come into the land where force will be used to dispel the cry of taking. We hope that you get to your targeted or your designated area, you get it. You get it. No, let me say something to you. Not because you see, all of you, from time immemorial to now, in opposition. Now all of the opposition political parties you see, they like it. Not because you notice that, oh yeah, you party A or you party B, C, or you're in opposition. At times you see they will come in solidarity. But sometimes some of these things, fake. Somebody pulling down and bullying of other political parties are done right within the opposition cycle. They're not government. Government can play a part. You got individual in government and do it, or sometimes government will plan her credit to go and do some of these things. But there are people in opposition who are very influential, connected. So some of the things that you want to achieve, you don't know, they sit back, they know how to obstruct it from happening. But all you do, your focus will just turn on government. You have to understand territory management. You got to get people with the tear eye and start looking beyond just government. See who's happy. You think all the opposition political party right now happy to see UCC say you bought your land, you doing your groundbreaking ceremony, and you have seen the structure already, how you intend to have it, you write it. So you think that people will just sit and clap for you? You pay attention too much to government, that's why you give wait for other people in opposition to bring you down as well. You see? Government will do things, yes. But sometimes look within your inner cycle or in the opposition. We were right here when people told us they were united on one front. That should be a typical example to you people. They were united to right after the 2017-2018 election. You saw a few political parties that were also to be very powerful. They had issue with the election result. They started to collaborate. They all went to courts together. And everybody thought it was a new day in our politics, that we were getting somewhere. They got on a united front firm, a document in the name of collaborating for the next election. And I sat on this platform and I said, I'm not a messiah, but I'm not predicting anything, but I can tell you from the local team, from these people that I've studied over the years, they can never reach to the election day on one front. And they did me justice by proving it. Yes, we will not get it together. Little did we get to know that this person, oh yeah, the other person tamper with document, the other person put finger with document, the person did started going to court, back and forth. Took more time in court than going to campaign. They started to pull out from the collaboration. The new forces started to join. We started hearing all of different names about people. But these are people who sat and said they were collaborating. And after that, they did not go to the election like that. Political party got divided. You had the other one led by the another person, the other part of it led by another person, the other person's calling the person's name. So these are typical examples for you to see. I listen to CNC political leader and say no time for collaboration. What happened from the CPP? They say a fresh thing on their mind, so they're not prepared for that. The day they decide to go there from the outside, they will know the leadership, they will know what the target is, who will be who, and nobody before. Oh yeah, I play with the other document, I play with the other document. There are thousands of young kids at the next election time will be of voting ages. These are folks, like you said, they own your academy. You want to lead a country. And you want to lead a country with a lot of illiterate people. You want to lead a country where hundreds of thousands of our young folks are falling prey to harmful substances. How do you lead a man who is mentally challenged or deranged? What do you tell him? What sort of development will he see? What, even the street lights. So the CDC must take the bull by our horn. Must start to engage the district coordinators. Because you find people coming from all walks of life, people coming from across the country. They want to come to great occasion. You might even find people coming from outside like that who've been supporting this party over the years. They want to see themselves part and parcel of the groundbreaking ceremony, which is a milestone in our political landscape. So we need to do it in the most civilized and organized way. That we sit and say yes. Because this is the biggest opposition party to the Unity Party. If you look at things, the Unity Party is threatened by anybody that can dethrone her 2029. She will always want to have the first thought a CDC. Though somebody might come from the blind side, but she feels that's the biggest opponent who could keep her feet to the fire at any time or could get the number. And democratically dethrone her comes 2029. But the CC also must be able to speak to our people. Look, on that day, your people coming, please, wherever the people ask you to walk, please walk it. Let us go for the sole intent of which we have gathered and fulfill it and go back. These are the things we expect political leaders to tell you people. We who are not in political party, not member of any political, not political leader, but we come with these pieces of advice to you people that you can never so easily get from your political leaders, free of charge. So former President Georgia, it's time, Janga Code. You guys reduce the war drum, reduce the talk, give the positive side, start to encourage, start to build the people, or tell them why you people are going there. Tell them to, no, nobody listen to what this person, nobody be provoked. Get to where we are together and get the job done. Let's write a new history. We don't want to say, oh, the poor trunking. Somebody will fight, buy the lay car. The next thing, one head of a rock will drop on the windshield. Who pays for it? Nobody. Nobody. And other day, because you're gathering, other people will have to gather to go to do other things. That space and rights should be given to those people. And the same, the police. Those people are Liberians. Or our job security, those people are Liberians. They must be accorded security, guarded in the process until the ceremony is over. We're not going to war. We're not going to fight because it has already started on the social media. Some of the friends right now, I know some of you already started having knots. We can't keep recognizing people in graves. We can't. There's a president, the chairman of the Unity Party, and the executives. It's time you also speak to your people. Tell them, keep out of the range of the people. If you have nothing to go do there, don't go there. And that's the problem we have had over the years. Sometimes somebody says, let me go there, or they won't go stand and see. At times, that's where you run into a problem because you might just get caught up into something, or somebody might provoke you upon your reaction and stand up into something. Because most of the time, it's dealing with spark just between two persons. So if you're in the Unity Party and you think government, and you think you guys are young boys, you can put together and plan that in the midst of the people, reduce or change that plan. Let the people go and have their way and have their day. It takes nothing from you. If you see her, go do yours. Because we hear a report that the other party, they all everybody now trying to see how this, they can go get their own political party headquarters. We can't always do politics like we're going to war. The Civil War been over decades. This is the oldest African republic, and they expect us to get the job done. They expect us to practice true and civilized democracy. We can disagree to agree. You know why? There's a quotation that says, it's better at times to make a mistake, or when things goes wrong, it's better because it helps you to become a better person when things get right. Some of you do not tell your first soldier, those who coming from Douala and Douazon, other places, coming from Ierevi Junction, Bagnersville, Ghannaville, West Point, all the other places that you think people will converge from, pass on the right messages to these people as they gather. Tell them, let them march. Maybe they want to march. Some of the lawmakers who are citizens or well-wisher or supporter will want to come with the people from the district. Yeah, you can do it in a more peaceful and organized manner and get to where you are. Just start to do the cleanup, do the groundbreaking, and construction on my side, wherever you guys decide. But if we get to these places and are trying to you post are choking the police, no, we don't want these kind of reports. They were choking water on the police, flashing water on the police, calling them their other name. So police officer, You can take insult, I know, or you can take assault. So when the people pass it, and some of them decide to just say some things to you, please, it's always good that these people, as you go to some of these places, let it be, and let all be civil and gathering. There are folks who also will be going to some of these places, going elsewhere. Like I said, you in the Unity Party, you got nothing to do to the people, please don't go there. Don't jump out, you said that day you put your men together, you're passing to the sea area. No. It's that simple you won't pass now. Because sometimes some of you can do it. Because you got few cash, and you can induce the young people with alcohol and other things, and say, yeah, we're passing over there. We'll pass back from there. We cannot continue to play politics like that. They're not politics. The two are killed in malicious in nature. When we get to these places, let the people go on and have their program. Our officers, put up your best behavior. Don't be moved, don't be provoked, and please also do not provoke the folks who will be gathering. People, please stay out of the people gathering. Don't plan people among them. Please. And some of you young men and women, do not allow anybody to use you say being against you want to stay up please. And the CDC, do not just keep your focus on government. Some of your opposition political parties are not happy with you, but you focus too much on government. That's why at times you don't even know who causing problems for you. And they see with this government. There are people in this government that is fighting, or knowing it or unknowing it, making this government very unpopular, bringing this government down. But why they are there? But tomorrow they'll be looking for people to accuse, because they accusing other people of not supporting President Baka. People were accusing people of not supporting the former President George Weah, but they were not in a position to convince these people. Things that were given to them, they could not share with the people. They kept it. They kept it. But when the results came, they started to scratch their heads. Our young folks, motorcyclists, you in particular, most of the time, we talk for you every time. You guys are refined set of people. Our cattle rider travelers. You guys are refined set of people over the years. You guys are major contributors to our economy, and you guys are decent set of people right now. Do not allow anybody, because your union president or whoever have come and collected money behind the scene on behalf of you and say you're gathering for that level to go and start riding the back in a way that you should not ride. You're standing on the begging at home and the areas that are restricted of you going, and think that you're going for a party. So when the police stop you and you say, oh, they are stopping the citizen from going to these places, stop to erase it now from your head. You far better than that now. You are not to be using any such form and manner. You should be used for the right purpose. You are not second-class citizen. You are not downtrodden. That every time people want to get sympathy for the public, they use your names. You know, you always use your name. So let the people go and have the day on Saturday, the Unity Party-led government, and those who mean well for this country and supporting this government. Your stay under the People Party groundbreaking ceremony. If you're not contributing, then not your business. Whether that one room the people want to build, that is not your business. Leave it alone. Stay out of the people. And they also to stay clear of people too that will be moving and state security. Don't go there in the intent because you with the mindset that you will say, oh, they put them on CDC, they disgruntled, they this, so you go there ready in that phone to justify or validate the assertion for you. Like Liberia, we know people. That's how sometimes say, hey, he's a man, let me show you madness. So they give you another taste of a very good gathering on Saturday. After that, you leave. Or where you think you can sit to entertain yourself, you're done laughing, you know. I know some of you want to take your food there, you won't cook. It's just simple. Right after, I've always told people, you see me? That's the reason why it's difficult to find me in trouble. All of my issues, you see me, I can have a personal issue, and our issues I can handle. But you will never see in problem where they have to end up to this place or to that place. You know, I don't go to people gathering where I'm never invited. I don't. I don't go places where I got no business being there. There's sometimes you see people, just jump up, you go, because you won't go into. You go to brush, drink water, what you went for. You never stay out of trouble. You go to somebody's gatherings, nobody call you there. So it keep you out of trouble. You could say that the whole lot of media institutions that will be around that day, some of you will be fortunate to have data, you can watch the couple of minutes that you take, oh yeah, let's see the community ceremony, and you leave it. Or you listen to the radio. There'll be news coming after the day, you know, statements that are read out and all of these things. But it's time that we learn to, you know, politically give a space for others to operate. We need to be politically tolerant in this country, religiously tolerant in this country. And stop using hate speeches. Even after election, you still see people writing these things on the social media, people opening it, stating it at gatherings and all of these things. We're dividing ourselves so much. To the extent politics in this country. Homes got broken. Because the woman says she used about the man, the man said he sees the man, and the man says he the man, the woman. No. People must be respected of the decision or the choices that they make. And the man and a woman convince herself to the party here. It's a unique party, the party stand for this. Look, sometimes just we know people that we can even point to somebody that caused the defeat of former President John Deere. I did not see them campaigning one day. I did not see them convincing anybody. All we saw that in was altercation. All we saw that in wanting to fight. You were able to convince us, say, look, sir, this party is for the Liberian people. This party intend to do this thing on this party. Trust me, you get here, your future is secure, or this. You say that, 2-3 times you still talk to the man. You know that. He said, okay, you even for a one job. Come today, just come watch one of our meetings or one of our gatherings and see how organized, structured we are and how people talk on at the time, respect views and what. So the man might just be overwhelmed by what you see and say, oh, I think this place could be a better place for me. But you think by causing people that want to carry for the political party. You know what about being the man, you feel fighting, that's don't pass in my yard, then you tell him this, how you can win people over. You know. The man tell you, he tells you, or the lady tells you, oh, I in this party. The first thing I come with my man, you probably let you know what you want. To even sit and say, let me ask you, so remember, when you join the party, what your sole purpose of you join the party, what the party for? Tell me. Give me the inner objective, the mission statement, all of these things. What the party intend to do. And the man will explain it to you, the party manifesto, party methodology, the ideologies, and all of these things. Why it's been explained, then you could sit down by yourself and say, oh, this could be much better for me. See? But everything in this country, what we just think violence is the names of doing it. So, to all of the political parties, because I know some of you from the opposition as well will go to Grace location. Some of you want to make remarks, you want to make a contribution there because you all in the same boat. And that is welcoming. Those who you carry, make sure you also can talk to them. Now look, don't get yourself mixed up into these people thing, or don't get yourself mixed up with state security. Take instruction, whatever people tell you, just follow it. The sole purpose you are here for, that's what I want you to do. So let the, but let me take this song again. Better Place to Lay by Guitar.
We know this truth. If women are the backbone of society, then first ladies must be the moral span of leadership. In the continent rising, let it be said, the first ladies here today, in the year 2025, did more than witness the change. We became its very expression. To Dr. Rachel, the visionary fire starter, and Prof. Frank, the steady lighthouse of wisdom, thank you for birthing this global platform. The Mike Foundation surpasses a foundation, really. It is the fountain of transformation across our beloved continent. It is a movement. It is a mission. I must sincerely admit that you have walked with us assiduously into ministries, hospitals, communities, schools, and the silent corners where stigma hides. In Liberia, the Mike Foundation's impact is visible and revolutionary. One, in the past, 52 Liberian doctors have received Mike Foundation scholarships in critically underdeserved fields. These specialized degrees are lifesavers to communities. Two, in addition, 71 new scholarships are being processed, and the vetted candidates are preparing to join this journey. I say this without any hesitation. Some of these professionals are the first in our country in their field. The grandeur of all that I would not stop mentioning and boasting about is that our Minister of Health of the Republic of Liberia, herself, and other key leaders in the Ministry of Health in Liberia are proud Merck Foundation alumni. A demonstration of what happens when investment meets integrity. In my Liberian vernacular, I say, thank you plenty, Mark. You have gone above and beyond to train individuals and plan institutions within people. Additionally, through our Educating Learner program, my foundation and my office are supporting the education of 40 brilliant but disadvantaged girls, 20 from previous years and 20 more recently added. I believe these are scholarships and tickets to dignity, votes of confidence, and shield against poverty. In this note, I have learned that health is born first in the home, shaped by mindsets, and strengthened by the messages people consume long before it reaches the hospital. That is why we have fully embraced the Merck Foundation's
Radio Entertainment Cool Cash giveaway. It went for itself 4,000 some other fabulous prizes like phone, and Saturday somebody decided to win a brand new motor back again. But you dial *799 *11 hatch, and you go and play $100 Liberian or 70 cents US. You play multiple times, you stand a chance to win something this morning. You're live.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Weekie bros.
Good morning, sir.
And this is good morning to the entire group and to those in radio land. Weekie, this is the voice of reference to call your dad.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you for the pieces of advice. And to those of us that are party sentimental, it should not be seen in the world in the days of Jesus, minors and children, that you will display in the street, phones, cards, and other images. And mind you, groundbreaking ceremony is not a flat party. Groundbreaking ceremony is now in people's shop. Groundbreaking ceremony is now to step in the way of people and law and violent people. No. And to those of us that in no way will be part of that groundbreaking ceremony, let's stay aside. Let us not get involved with the people thing. I know the enthusiasm. I know the excitement. I know the view. I know how it's going to be there. Because all of these things, I think it will be in the interest of the majority, the general. But it is just in the interest of few, but it is you and I that will fall in the hand. So to the civilian and to the well-wisher, be mindful. Tomorrow, we will be the one complaining when we are left out of the process. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you as well. Let me talk to this caller on the line. Good morning.
Good morning. Once again, the information brought to Felaji. To my brothers and sisters out there, I think you have heard a lot of information brought. This is not about being used like a tools. I can say to my brothers and sisters out there, the time of all being used are past. It is for you say, I'll be part, for me, I'll pass the other time. I just give you a fact to you. On a Saturday, if you don't have nothing to do, switch to any radio station or you can set up. Whatever I program about, you will get it. But don't get fear. I will know I can't help you. Whatever man, whatever woman will fool you at the time of the end. The name of the property will not carry, will not bear your father's name. So be mindful that day. As you go with your heart, and you go into a program, and you know what program is. Listen to whoever spokesman that will be there after the program and turn back. Do not cause trouble. Pardon the police war. Thank you so much. God bless the program.
You're welcome. Let's talk to other callers. You're live.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Chokomadi.
Yeah. The first question I have to ask you is that, do we have a politician, real politician in Congress? Yes, because the only politician that can see that I know is the current president. Because all the group around that he to him at the Labour Party, he was president, his troops, gave the party until the party made him president. That's why they call politician. But now I want these young people that don't keep a politician, as soon as they get on my face, and they say they want to find their own party. So, and the next one is that I'm calling the former president with the judge here. I'm expecting that to call his people. So let them say, oh, yes, this thing I'm going to have on a Saturday, and I want those laws into it. And also tell the police, say, police, you want you people to work with us. Ask the government. Because we don't know we must run to say there will be an argument where tomorrow when they come on the radio and say, oh yes, wait on. No. There will be an understanding between the government and the party. Thank you.
Thank you for being part of the conversation. Let's talk to other callers. You're live.
Yeah, okay, good morning. How you doing?
What can complain? Good morning.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm looking for more calling from Brother. I just like your to be on the display of two other roles for And this is how the internet is supposed to speak. And you don't need to be higher. Because you spoke for a book. We agree that people will be going for their, groundbreaking. And this is where the right stuff, where some right statement.
Yes.
Yes. So tomorrow, Saturday, hopefully, people for their site to this groundbreaking. They do not expect other people movement. Because what is there, moving will be going for different activities. So while you people are on our activity, you have to organize it and get together and do what you do. And that's why police, I hope the police should not be provoked, and the police should not provoke the police should not provoke. Where they are put to ask or we hope that it is not there, do the needful and they have a good program for that to. Because the anxiety and other people will go there with different intentions. And anything that happens, let me be very frank. When you are a teacher, you get like a rest from all schools and so are due. Because you will do something, they will say, oh, there is government in there. There is government in there. In the last time when they went to the airport to go welcome there, they come here to see what happened there. And people don't know what every government out of you is state security. So I hope that both narrow and speak on the 18th that is Saturday. So that you do everything peacefully, let everybody do what they want to do, and other people go move freely and do what they want to do, let the program go. So I want to take this time to extend my thanks to you, and the advisory will be playing, and this is how journalists are supposed to do. Other stations follow the good example of what you do. It's not being organized, we are using all kinds of things, starting at this point, starting at that.
Okay, thank you for following us. Well, let me talk to this caller. You're live.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm the last one. Weekie, thank you for the advice. And thank you for the advice with the both parties. If you have nothing to do on the people program, please don't go there. If you go there, you have been challenged with the police, be patient. Listen to the police advice. Because they are there to regulate our movement or the entire country. So if you say you will not listen to them, I don't know who will you be able to listen to. But I know with myself, as a political party where their political leaders will be there, they will be able to listen to the followers. So to the police too, definitely you and the CBD that have the school at home. Definitely you have registered their mind and you have registered your own mind too. But the difference between these people and the CBD, you guys want for a proper training. For some of them, they have been having any qualities of education even in their homes. But for you, you go there with proper training. So even if at all you have been offended, be patient and lodge complaint so that they can take the necessary action against them. But for me, I wish them well in the endeavor. Yes, but they'll get backlash to a new political party, but I wish them well. Thank you very much.
Let's talk to other callers. You're live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning, Joseph Smith, calling from Kingsville.
Go ahead.
I just want to say thank you for the last topic. I want to tell my brothers and sisters, don't kill yourself with somebody. They said, yes, all the property they have, you're not there. Sit down and think. Yeah, that's a party. But now the party begin to be causing somebody who know man, somebody who know far. For her to get set, I'm begging you, just be on your lane. So the police, majority of the police, they stand there to cause people man too much. And when you cause somebody man, it will be they're fighting because you can cause somebody fire and nobody will shake, but man. So I'm begging the police too, to send 3 police there. The police wanted, I can't say they push
Okay, let's talk to other callers. You live?
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm Omasco Tepo. I live Swakamo Community Commercial.
You're welcome, Chief.
Yeah. Most of the time, I listen to your radio, Kool, Morning Run, and the Heat. I listen to how they call, like how other people can call. But go to the issue. Thank you so much this morning for giving a pass to both government and opposition. And let me put my words to your words to Sweden, to all my municipality partisans. Please, as the other chorus say, if you get nothing to do there, please don't go there. Please don't go there. Myself, I will not go there. Because the people are hurt, it will be you too. You understand? They took the poor, then they try to establish another party. Don't go there and provoke them, please. And let the government work with them in accordance with the law. And let police be straightforward. Let police operate with them in the way that both of the parties will be satisfied. Because Bravo Como have been, capital grants as Joseph Baga police. So let him use your good office to make everything fine this coming Saturday. Thank you ever so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Let's talk to other callers. You're live.
Thank you. Thank you so kindly. This is Pastor David. So, we will assemble on Saturday, and we're doing that because of our country. When people go to a temple, they basically assemble them because they want to be with. Except that maybe others were using money for the street. When they put them in the water, I don't know what people think as people living. People who are agents, who make decisions, who are just passive in their decisions they make. People are standing and they make decisions somebody says they do. I don't know what is the decision somebody do. But again, this is the way they think. I've always said you need open mind to have an open conversation. That's how people think. I think there's somebody saying no man call. That's what makes us so desperate, isn't it?
Yeah, let me talk to other callers. We're talking about people gathering and you're still jumping to different areas. Good morning.
Good morning over there.
Good morning, Aunt Josephine.
I don't hear you. Better talking. Where you here?
You're not well.
Oh. Sorry. I want to say good morning to the Weekie ambassador, Uncle Chris, and I want to welcome Boy Chancellor Senator for everybody. My Senator, welcome back from our home. And with you, I want to thank God for your family, and thank God for everybody. You know, today people coming out on Saturday and join the other people to get to Peter FR. We tire with every day for you, the other party fire. Please, when you are United Party fighting, stay to your side. CDC will stay to their own side. If you get no business there, please don't go there. We tire. We want better, more Moravian and easier. We tire. Yeah, what you're necessarily done by us here, graduate from school, or they will get a student to go to school, they now graduate from the 12th grade, graduate from the college, the first step, they can already get jobs to do. We tire with it, every day, helping on each other. Then at the end of the day, the police people too, they want to get paid again, then they hit on you. So your fees stay away. That physician day. If the government already gave them, you go ahead for them to go to the groundbreaking. We're not going to tell you, please don't go there. If you are with your phone. The next thing that when we come tomorrow, so all of y'all will work. So we start calling people to because we not born. So see us. We beg you. Thank you, my son. Bye-bye.
Thank you for being part of the conversation. And one of the things we always missing most of the time You see, the folks that will be gathering on Saturday, let me tell you, not all of them that will be gathering over there are going there because of CDC. Some of them are now members of the party. There are folks who naturally have love for the political leader of the party and they think that they want to make their contribution. There are folks who have already made a contribution but will not be there and they are not members of that party. So it's just like that. And there are folks people who are in the CDC that make impact in their lives and they think they could be around to appreciate. So Liberians, the first into consideration, people who will be assembling over there are Liberians. They were first born as Liberians before becoming member of any political party in the country. So we have to take that into consideration. And I don't know how sometimes people can want to think and want to interpret and say some things. Look, we are all calling for a very nice and peaceful gathering on Saturday. It is the right of the people to wear Sabbath. And it is the right of others to have free movement, and state security are charged to provide security for each and every citizen in this country. So we'll take that into consideration because most of the time, like I usually say, how many presidents can show you a membership card? An ID card will identify them that are from this party, this is my card, and this is my membership due paying card. How many presidents? So we think we got that belief and mindset that member of a political party is by hat, is by the t-shirts, is by the berets, the scarf that we normally put ourselves and think you're not. You're a sympathizer, because that's the reason why you see political parties are not being able to run in a full screen operational way because they always lacking the financial strength, because we most often see political parties in our country heavily depend on one or two persons as the major financiers of the party. So you're not paying dues. You don't even know how much in your party account. You know, so when events are called, nobody report to you to tell you how much it costs, how much it's going to cost for the groundbreaking ceremony, how much the unity party say they're collecting. They should say they can pay their party headquarters. You know, but you are taking a bold step today. Like I said, when you thought or when people felt that your eviction will have torn you apart, will have broken you down in split second, you have a proper thought, you structure it, and you're about to kickstart something that will please other political parties, will look at you as a living example. But the bottom line here is this: as Liberians gather, because there are folks who will be coming, the party get county chapters, people will be coming too to join, to kind of bring their support. Some people want to bring cement on that day, some people want to bring blocks. Who knows, some people want to bring wawa, some people, there are a whole lot of things. Some people, at so point in time, pledging, it takes one of the zinc and all of these things. You find people coming in, but we need to do it in an orderly way here. That's the good thing about it, that you can talk to your people. You got a designated area. You're not just walking, maybe passing all around, but you go to a particular area, like you go into the sports complex here. So they're good that when you say, oh yeah, we're going to this area, you know, then you go there, you have the nice conversation or have an event that everybody says, oh, but nobody should say the thing that, oh, because somebody you from the CDC, you disgruntled, you just know. And don't allow people to give you that belief, that thought. Disabuse their minds, making them understand, no. Because I don't see which one of the political party you will now find people who are very disgruntled or radical, who will not even listen to the leaders. So no party is exempted with people questionable reaction or behavior, but it's good that we all guide the process. That's why we talk. It's not raising the tone, wanting to put yourself in a position, like they perceive you to be in their class, and you think that the place you belong, and you want to toss sympathy on yourself. No, you're not that kind of person. You far better. Don't forget, this party is a former ruling party in Liberia. Though they were in a coalition, but yeah. And the current, the political leader of this party is our immediate past president. So we expect that occasion to be one of the best from all sides. That the police will dispel the rumor with their action, the professionalism, that we are not targeting you. You people are Liberians. Because some of the men who are wearing the uniform that being assigned or they not that they just come out to tell you. There are folks who support the CDC, not because they wear the uniform. They support the CDC. And it's just normal. You think every police officer support the Unity Party? You think all of the officers in the last 6 years during the regime of former President President we are supported, they were members of the CDC? No. There are some who were there, but they have to be neutral. But they got it right, they got it side. They don't have to come and stand and be telling you. But these people are Liberians. What made you think you far better than them? They just said don't have feelings. Or because they will guide the process and make sure that it comes to an end that is so joyous and people can be happy and walk away and say, yeah, construction stuff. You know. Because who knows? There are folks who will get jobs from there. There are folks who construction, general construction, plumbing, and all of these things. Within the CDC cycle, they will look at them and start hiring people. Oh yeah, the men are aware. There are some guys who can lay blocks. You start to find your daily bread. So let's do this thing and tell a new story to our young generation. Tell a new story to the world that our gathering is not intended to go at war, but we came for a purpose of which that should be our mandate and focus. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, let me talk to this caller. You're live.
Thank you. Good morning to you, Natl.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Lord Fine, and I call from Morocco.
Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Look, let me realistic. The issue of having another political party or breaking ground is a good thing. But then the question is, why it is that whenever division about somewhere, it creates that feeling of violence. As a division, they said, one day, as they said, why it is that whenever I want to go this way, people are afraid of violence? Is it because all of our activities have been associated with violence? That's right. That's the place that
no, like we can't place that kind of a blanket on the folks there, because those folks are people from different walks of life. There are people who, some of the folks do not even go to the activity, but they make their contribution. But you know, sometimes the young people are more at times they are moved by certain things. Even the Unity Party, the other party, most often when you see young people gathering in a huge number of times, everybody, something just gotta go. So we're not asking that everybody, even the police, the young officers, sometimes they won't make impression. And this sort of anxiety, sometimes it leads to something. So it better we start writing these chapters, let all go together and have a smile. The sole purpose you gather from, you achieve it, you go away.
Okay, no, you have a very good point. You are an investigated journalist. Your duty is to go with all and the duty is to create peace in the country. No. I think you know your very self. And whenever it comes to the gathering of the CDC, it is happening. Especially the position of a particular gathering on Saturday. It's the main street. The main street of the city. And get what?
No, the people going in fence now, that play. Why does it mean? They're not doing a groundbreaking ceremony on the street. They're going in.
So are you going to deny the fact that there will be no black Saturday?
So, but what will be the purpose? No, the question now. What will be the purpose of roadblock when the event is not taking place on the road? We know that maybe in the numbers from people will be along the road, but to block the road for one purpose, they get blocked the road. They still got a particular designated area where they're going to do the program.
Okay, so they have a.
Thank you. Let's talk to other callers. Your life.
How are you, Weekie?
Go ahead, sir.
This is Bobby Boy from Sophie.
Go ahead.
Thank you for your advice. What we so doing, you know how the guys can behave. They will leave that place and get on the road. And no way for car back.
Let us not think that way now. Let us not think that way. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, because the reason being, we know how the guys can behave. That whole father will get up, be fence. The man will leave the fence and come to me road. No way for car back. That's soon the police coming to make Jimmy up the road. They don't win, man. So you know they're out there. So it's right up there. Don't go to town. Don't go nowhere. We should go to the hospital. Do we not go nowhere? That's the plan.
Yeah, we are hoping that we will not get there.
Yeah, we pray so because the guys, sometimes that common not yet better. And all those you don't know be that program is turn up when I start with be there. So tell them man, so they will beg you. Yeah, for the full time, other program will pass. They will not do it. They will not say to the guys, they will allow the men to get on the quota and plant that whole quota. Trust me, you will not be waiting at the scope. What do I say? Just can't find. Let's see what I say. And see what I'm supposed to about.
No, okay, let's see. Let's hope that be of the stronger conviction that everybody turning on the police, well-wisher, all will be on the best behavior. You like?
So, yeah, good morning again, Weekie, and good morning to our listeners. So, Weekie, the citizen that know why my wife see at end of the day.
Why? What about?
They will leave a place that will choose for them to go. Because you see, and not everybody in the CDC, not all the youth or all the elder in CDC are just going to, like very straight. Because the CDC, you know the party, they are just going to put everybody, they're going to buy some party, but some people go there with a mask and I'm going here. For a party, for a party, going to be, going to go. So when I get a mask, I'm going to black wall, get behind the scene. That all the police and you never the government, the police are making 20 years, they are seeing, they will do it in a way that what my wife said, the citizen know, they will leave la political shot. The youth will take a placard. What they say, you see the hand, a placard in the hand, moving in the ministry and put one money for there, and they will shut them.
Okay, well, thank you. Let's talk to this caller on the line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
This is only. You know, I will go back to the people. I want to think about it again. Because the thing that you got in contact and you can help the people. All the pieces of that you have done. What is about that? Why? I mean, you don't comprehend.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta leave the people too. Sometimes you just laugh.
Yeah. You have to put it up for all the honor point and talk about it. If we reason about it, I think the women in that country want to are talking. You brought it up for because somehow will give it to that. Yeah, I want to about like giving this money and all the people have to do it. Everyone will do it and made up a people do. That day should not be a violent day. That day should be a day of celebration. Instead of making it violent. And I'm just praying with that everyone is looking at you will be able to do the peace. But what was that for what people are doing?
Amen.
What the first thing that you the only is going to do power. But why like most people are looking at their people? Why are we so looking at their I mean, we need to change that.
Thank you for always joining the conversation. Yeah, we need a change and we hope that we can actually change it, but it's going to be worthwhile, it's going to be better. We hope to see it. Your life.
Weekend, I'm a watchman from the point by the bottom rehab.
Please go ahead, Chief.
Good. Pray that there will be a good day. You know, what I was saying that the people are saying to meet you with all the bureau is that one of my men very close to me here, and my sister said, they told me
last night that your sister should go as soon as possible by 5. Because when girl got place there, a big sugar for her to pass. I don't know why. In case other people coming from either be there going towards the hospital inside there, why would be the outcome of them? They say we don't care for that. So the police and the hierarchy of CDC, they have to be very careful. If you want to, at least if they're thinking about coming back, you want to come back in a way that people will be looking at it to build a good party. So thank you very much for your program this morning.
Thank you for being part of the conversation this morning as well. So whatever you are, thank you for being part of the program this morning. 0775 919 919 080 919 919. The members, you can call us on to be part of the conversation, and let me talk to this caller on the line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, please go ahead. You are not prepared to talk, don't get on the line. And it's good that we talk about these things. Let's talk to this caller on the line. Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm Patricia calling from the bottom.
Fatu, please go ahead.
So you see all I think while they're talking, people are observing it. But anytime you see judicial counsel, problem come for them. Now the United Party then you go to vote instead. Then you always do it. As soon as they come in outside, then they go there. They go there, go there, they fix them. Then the police come in. They say, your post here, gas on it. You have to do a sea plan, they say, me again for Saturday. But those judicial get plans to go black road. So say you will use the play one, and then you go on the road to black the road, say no car will pass. That. But their intention was good. They will dress the sedition. They will go there to go to step. Then the police guy, oh, I didn't see the sedition, and they're not keeping control. They discantle the dates and that. Now they plan to get but will control them. Now I want to give you where you're coming.
Okay, let's talk to other callers. Good morning.
Hello, how are you? I'm fine. I'm Joseph Williams.
Joseph, please go ahead.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. My brother, we know all the latches on the police today. When you watch outside war, how police go and do their arrest, my brother, you, the person that police are going to you can't utter a war. If you have any problem with our police officer or our police, you follow it to court. We don't have respect for our civilities. That would be bold to say it. Civilians will come to you elected, but in a way, at the end of the day, we'll find ourselves into 14 cases. So let us respect our police officers as though they are standing in front of us with uniform. We are going there to go there, want to break our ground. Yes, it's good. But the moment the police officer has come to you and says, my man, please dress back. Let all understand that we have to dress. We should not put no restriction on it. It's our political party. I beg you, every citizens, this country is for us. We love this country and we'll be here until God take our life. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you as well. Let me talk to this caller. Your life. Let's hear you now. Okay, let me talk to this caller probably. You want to watch better line. Good morning. Good morning, sir.
My dear, everyone, my daughter, on the international airport. Yeah, you said it right. When you said something, you said the solution, the show that we will be in Spain. And after we are looking at after will be very small. Are you telling me when the police even land on the quota arrest, no anymore we go down the quota. Then you will see the solution without choking those police tomorrow. So I just finish time for those police and I'll be at some water on Saturday will see how they can show them what we know the solution in this country for 2005 up to now. We know that behavior is not good. We know how to take you.
We hope that we will not look at it that way. Good morning. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, I'm Tanya Koyen. I don't want to take it out of a farmer, fellow police. You know, the police are people. So they are there to protect the legal property. And the mission of that man, I respect the officers and will come before all that day. You know, they're there to protect us and others to protect us. So, and the time that should be doing it. If you have our own people, which you know, wherever you have quality, which we don't teach up. Then we have one people, one country, so you protect one another. So thank you this morning.
Okay, thank you as well for being part of the conversation this morning, and to all of you, I would like to say thank you for being part of the conversation. And as we withdraw the curtains on this edition of the People's Program, the Morning Ride, we're going to be back here tomorrow, Friday, when the weekend starts. But until then, have a wonderful time. Saikanu sat behind the camera as well and produced the sound this morning. On behalf of the team, I'm Weekie Brooks. Have a God bless Thursday. See you.
When you go outside, you criticize. I live in your house. Do I live or retekun? I want to go to Ombota Women's office. Yeah, you go in. Do I live or retekun? I don't live or retekun. He's a speaker. My man, I cannot forget, man. What God speaker? He's a speaker. Is he a correct speaker? He's a crooked speaker. That's what I'm saying. I am making my statement. La retekun is a crooked speaker. I will not regret my statement. I can reverse it. And I challenge him. I challenge whosoever I want to take action. I'm making.